I don't believe you.
Boom. We are live, folks. We are live and back at it again. We are the Wrasslin for Life Network, and we're here on a Monday, a beautiful Monday. Hope everyone out there is having a safe and happy kickoff to your week. But as always, we don't get through a night without a live stream from the Wrasslin for Life Network. Tonight, we have Monday Night Raw. We're kicking into it. We have two triple threats. They just announced the actual matchups. We're going to get into all that fun stuff. We're going to talk the new World Heavyweight title or the consolation prize, depending on who you ask. But we're going to talk about it all, folks. 3+ hours of your alternative commentary. So strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, put a smile on your face, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live. We are live. We are live. Like I said, folks, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. We are your alternative commentary. We are the best watch along, watch party, live view, live stream, live reaction. Call it whatever the hell you want to call it. Nobody does it better than we do, including the What Man himself. Folks, I am Mr. Everyday KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, and that is my buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrasslin for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight KJ White. I am Big Nick, and yes, we get to see who punches their ticket to Night of Champions tonight. And somebody's going to be doing double duty. Pause.
Somebody going to get hurt real bad.
Somebody going to get hurt real bad.
But yeah, no, folks, we got lots to get into, lots to talk about. Obviously, we get two triple threats. The main event will be the two winners. We're going to talk all about it, but we're going to get into the titles. Plus, rumor is we're going to see Zoe Stark's debut on the main roster, so that's going to be fun. Talking about big potential return, a big star might be coming back tonight.
I hear voices in my head.
Right? Now, some people said Bray. Some people said that, the voice man himself, Mr. RKO. Some people have said Drew, but I think Drew's on SmackDown.
No, Drew's on Raw.
Drew's on Raw now. Okay,
so we're good. And Randy are free agents.
So possible.
Right.
But we're going to talk about that, folks. I will remind everybody, the chat is live. Get in that chat. Let us know how you're feeling about wrestling. Let us feel you. No, let us know how you feel. Pause, right? Let us know how you're feeling about the show, about what's coming up. What are you excited about? Whatever you want to know about, pick our brains. We're here for a lot of fun. It's going to be a good one, Nick.
Well, and as the chat's filling up, we do have the super chats, the super stickers, all of that. If you want to stand out, make sure we get your comment and everything like that. You don't get lost in the masses. Or if you want to just help support the channel, be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. But yes, Bash, what up? Oh, he's predicting Pete Rose might come back.
Well, Pete Rose, let's go. Speaking of the best ever, no, I'm just kidding.
Right.
We'll get into that debate tonight too.
I'm here early. What, Ronnie?
What?
Boss,
what's
what
looking?
C Money, KJ, beard is looking sharp, my man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
The beard game.
Greg, like I said to Nick, it's a little spring cleaning Manscaped style.
Pause. At least it's north of the border instead of the south of the border. We don't need to see what you escaped down there.
Well, escape what you got to.
Right. Escape from Guantanamo Bay there. Richard, what up? I think, did I get everybody? Nope, I still got Victor, what up?
Can't miss.
Christ, there's so many. Yeah, I can't forget Victor. Damien, what up? Kevin in here early. Sonic Boom in here. Super early. Was here at 9 a.m. commenting on this.
They woke up this morning with the boys.
Woke up and just wanted to talk that wrestling. Just make it do what it do, baby.
King Jordan's in the house as well. I'm not sure if you got that one, but welcome back, KJ the second.
Yeah, you get a succession line now here. You just
start working on it.
Mini me's, pause.
Well, you have like the big family. You got all your big friends that come around, right?
Everybody's big.
The big beefy crew. Big Rig, Big Ray.
You sound like the Terror Squad with Big Pun and Fat Joe here.
Well, we lean back.
Right, lean back. Just because we're a little husky, we're above average.
That's it.
But so who do you think is going to be the final two I guess, assumingly in the main event tonight,
Well,
coming out of these triple threats. Do we want to
let's
run through the
remind
lineups first?
yeah, let's remind everybody, including myself, what the two triple threats are.
So one is adrenaline in my soul. He's definitely not gonna win.
Brock's gonna fuck.
Finn and then
Yeah.
Miz, because I think they're gonna have Brock cost Cody this match somehow, some way.
100%. It's no DQ. Sorry, Nick, if I jumped on that, but
Oh, you're good.
no DQ. And they left it hanging. I like that they left them hanging. I know some tribalists out there that love to cause dissension amongst the IWC and can't find anything good to say. Listen, the match wasn't a 10-bell ringer that we're going to remember forever, but they left that. Holy shit, Cody Rhodes just won, but he had to, go about it a certain way.
Well, yeah. Well, Brock Lesnar gigged himself, and also Cody
gigged himself good.
Oh yeah, that man, crescent moon right there.
Hulk smash forehead.
And Brock's forehead smash. And then Cody also, they tied that into that Cody broke, I guess, Brock's 7-year record of singles victories in non-title matches.
Since 2016, I believe it was, Nick.
Jeez,
yeah, he don't lose. So I mean, it was for all the people that were mad that he didn't win at Mania, they would have been even more mad if they also lost on Sundays or Saturdays. So I give him credit.
Yeah, but
he pulled out a win.
But to the counter argument of that, if he wins tonight and instantly punches his ticket to Night of Champions, it feels so much like a layup, because this would then really feel like, hey, Cody, you couldn't beat Roman, so here's a belt for you, bud.
100%. I'm going to quickly say, what up, CJ? Obviously, a beloved member of the family, the prodigal son, Mr. CJ Brand. So big shout out, big guy. Hope you're doing well.
Right. What up?
But yeah, Nick, I think Cody Rhodes going anywhere near this, even if Cody Rhodes goes on to fight Seth or somebody, I keep saying Seth, but goes on
it's right there
to Night of Champions, or ends up going on to Night of Champions, taking on the SmackDown winner. I don't think it's good, even if he loses in that regard. So tonight's a triple threat, no DQ. I have a feeling the Beast Incarnate's going to make himself, known. And I think that's kind of what's cool about tonight. It's kind of got like a Raw after Mania vibe to it, like Raw after Backlash.
Well, and that was, speaking of that Backlash, that was the best ever Bad Bunny concert, and also the best performing Backlash in WWE history. I know that's kind of a tainted history, but
it's not
that whole show was fantastic from top to bottom. I know a certain, eyebrow raising, pie eating superstar that got upset if I say this, but it was the most electrifying show I've watched on WWE in quite a while.
No, it was, man. Like everything felt good about it. The drone shots were cool. Like the crowd was lit for 2 days. It made such a good SmackDown. And people can sit there and cut up every little moment of SmackDown and say, well, it is what it is, guys. It was a fun show. And Backlash, it delivered across the board. From what you want to review. What's that?
I said it over-delivered, 100%.
Yeah, it over-delivered because we weren't sure what we were getting. There's no main title match. There was no IC title match. We're kind of relying on a couple storylines to carry it. The only mistake I think they really made was they should have went off the air with Bad Bunny on LeBeau's shoulders. Like, that's the only thing I would have really changed.
Oh, and absolutely. And that's why I jokingly said it was the greatest Bad Bunny concert, because the second, and as I see CJ's comment, because we were talking in a group chat, we just instantly started listening to that song on loop. And that whole moment too, that it had so many moments you had to replay, whether it's Zelina, whether it's Bad Bunny coming out, etc. Brock gigging himself. But the second that man came out, you heard 2 chords of his music, and the entire crowd just sang right along with it. And what outdid Seth's sing along, outdid Jericho's sing along. Everybody.
That was one of the best sing-alongs I've ever heard.
It felt like a concert. I say it in jest, but it did feel like a goddamn concert because they knew every line and they were screaming it.
Oh, it was insane. And I think they purposely kind of announced it leading into Backlash of like Bad Bunny's going to come out with a new jam, not the one he used to come out with. Like, I think he was coming out to Booker T before that, or maybe. So to go with one of his, to go with one of his bangers that he knew the crowd was going to love, And I mean, we joked about the Raven pop with the cart, the shout out to New Jack. Kudos
Right.
to that. And I mean, overall, I mean, what a good night. And now
Savio Vega and Carlito, we haven't even talked about them.
that was amazing. It really was.
It had so many replay moments.
I spit in the face.
Mick, what's up? Well, do we see Carlito tonight? That's another possibility. Is he strapped on and strapped in for a new deal?
I would like to see a little Carlito. That sounds crazy, but I mean, Carlito showing up on the show just because he's a pro, he's a vet. His vibe is going to be there, his energy is going to be there, and you put him up against have him like harass Theory for a couple months, even if Theory ends up retaining his title against him. But I'm in for that. I think that would be fucking entertaining.
If there's somebody that needs I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool, it is Austin Theory.
Right, it fits, right? Austin being arrogant, and
he has a punchable face. He does. The respect to the man, but he has a punchable face.
Right.
Mick, what up? If I think Cody wins tonight, Rocco, what up? Steve, hey, what? No more brand split. No, don't go that route. We've already had this discussion. We've peacefully agreed to disagree.
It's too early to start yelling. But here's the thing with we agree. And any of the critics out there that said the WWE probably didn't do the right thing by including SmackDown talent, it's hard to argue. Does that mean the brand split's dead? No. Are they going to try? We hope. Now, for years, they've proven us that the brand split means diddly squat. So let's hope that this is a one-off because they wanted the best of the best. However, Nick, they did do exactly what I said they were going to do to fuck up my argument.
Oh yeah, they did do exactly what you said you were what they were gonna do. But at the same time, if that person to me, it's more they opened themselves up where they didn't need to for that. You could have kept it just to Raw and made it work that way easily. Because they added SmackDown, I get they wanted the best of the best, but you open yourselves up to take shots for that. Now, if the person that wins it on SmackDown, if someone does, which that's a whole other discussion. That person then has to go exclusively to Monday Night Raw. So you need like some sort of a trade, a deal. I mean, does this though devalue Roman's reign? I guess pun intended.
No, I mean, if you're trying to look at it linear and if you don't want to get caught up, like I know we can sit here and yes, to many it will, but just to try and be on the bright side of things, I mean, the guy still held the belt for this long. No one's going to knock it off. We can always go back to remember when Roman held the belt so long, they made another one.
Well, that's the thing is that's why this to me is a consolation prize. This is But if Cody did win tonight, they could have Brock interfere at Night of Champions. But I think that would be bad booking. Yes, because then the person from SmackDown wins. They need a clean, no bullshit, awesome match to crown that champion. Yeah, especially if they want it to be the quote unquote work rate championship kind of for their heavyweight division.
The story is now it'd be interesting. Like, is AJ Styles wins the tournament, and does he come over with all of OC because that's how he was drafted, or?
Well, and still, who faces Roman at Night of Champions? That's still, I would assume he'd at least have a match there. I feel like Saudi's going to want Roman to show up.
Yeah, and usually they go namey. They go something namey. Now AJ Styles has been bantered around.
AJ's been pitched. We speculated before Backlash about the Colossus Omos, or at least maybe I did.
Is it hard to give Omos a title shot coming off 2 L's?
He's a giant, though.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard not to make a giant look scary. They're trying their damnedest, but
you're like, if you just got chopped down by Seth, the head of the table is going to have a fucking
they would have worked way better if he had won over Seth. But he did have the best match probably of his career so far.
Oh, absolutely.
Backlash.
No, I agree, man. He showed a lot, and Seth. We got to give kudos to Seth on that as well. Like, this guy has become one of the if you haven't realized yet, he's definitely in that upper echelon, like that world-class elite, one of the best doing it, period.
Oh, absolutely. Richard, what up? Seth versus Finn is what he's picking for the main event. Steve G, we already talked about that. The new champ needs to win clean. I agree, Chef. Bonkers, what up? But so we haven't even given our prediction for this trios yet, or we just predicted Cody.
What was the first trio? Okay, so what trios do you want to
Cody, Finn, and Miz. So who out of Finn and Miz is going to win here?
You know what? I think it's going to be Finn. I think the Judgment Day has been getting a lot of love, but see, now I don't like that matchup because If
You
Cody gets
redo the
taken out
Universal Championship. It writes itself. Be a nice little nod of it's a new
with
belt.
the Miz
You
wins
run
this
it
whole
back.
thing. Miz wins the whole thing and fucks. It's completely a
Oh
consolation
no!
everything at that point. See,
Well,
that's
now
where
we've already given away our predictions for the next one, but
yeah,
I
no,
think it's
I'm
Seth and
out
Finn.
of those three. I have to go Finn.
Yeah. And then the other one is Seth, Nakamura, and Damian Priest. I like that Priest is in there, especially like we talked about before on SmackDown and Backlash. He's built himself up as a star.
I wish two things. One, they could flip Finn and Damian could actually get the W, and it would be Damian Seth. Because if it's going to be Seth anyway, then it doesn't matter who gets there. And Damian's earned it after what he did last night. He's earned a little bit of, a little bit of extra rub. So the other problem is, why not throw in an Elias or throw in, I mean, I might be fucking up what shows they're on, but like a Bronson, a younger talent.
Hey, it's almost like you're saying my idea of to where they should have just kept it to Raw, and you could have built people up. You could have had Damian Priest go on a run, and be in one of the final matchups. You've got all the way until Night of Champions, and they're essentially going to give that away. They're burning through probably a month's worth of storyline in one night, 2 nights, a 1 week.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree with you. A tournament, I was all for a tournament. I'm a big fan. I always wish that they had gotten
the Canadians in your tournaments,
right? Let's go. If it's a playoff bracket, I'm interested. Unless you're the Leafs, and then it might not be.
Yeah, Wednesday might be a tough night here on the stream.
Yeah, is it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday.
It's either someone's going to need to call assistance for one reason or another. If the Leafs win, clear.
We might be all right.
Right.
But yeah, I think with this whole situation, I think you had opportunity to do more, right? Like even with the triple threats. Like, why is the Miz there? Why is Theory in it? I don't quite get it, but whatever.
Yeah, well, they got to pad it up. That's to me of they, as much as we want guys like Bronson Reed or Ricochet,
LA Knight,
or LA Knight, a Brawny the Strong Man, who's a former world champion. They don't have confidence in a depth at the top of the card. So that's why they had to include SmackDown. That's why they've got to kind of
but they
pick
kind of
certain people.
Well, that's the thing. That was my theory. That's where I was letting them off the hook a little bit, Nick, because I'm like, okay, they're doing it over 2 shows because they want the best of the best. They want to really build the hype for this belt. And then they didn't give us the best of the best because there are others out there that would have made more sense or been more fitting. What about a Karrion Kross? What about, guys that could just use a really good match?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, that goes back to the point we were just talking about.
Balor. Balor versus AJ at Night of Champions.
Well, remember when that happened? I think it was like a Royal Rumble or something like that, because I think one was supposed to face Bray and the other was supposed to it was a TLC, and the other was supposed to face Roman, and that's when they had the mumps. And then we got that actual super good match between AJ and Finn.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I think they'll do well. AJ's obviously got a pretty big name at this point. But yeah, it's going to be really interesting because now, you get Seth going up against Finn tonight. I don't know. Like, it would take a big swerve, Boston. It really would.
Right. Chris, I guess you're taking Naka for it, well, because they're in the same triple threats. You can't have Naka versus Seth. That would have been a hell of a match to have as your final two. It's so funny because it seems like, I guess, one of these triple threats is kind of front loaded. The other's like, well, we really only see one that we kind of want to win. So I guess I think you.
Yeah, like nobody's expecting the Miz. Nobody
wants the Miz.
Right, you
can expect the Miz.
Yeah, no one's like, I think the Miz might get this. So it's stupid.
Right. Vance, what up? Chris, what up? And then we've still got, speaking of the Leafs and speaking of Canada and everything like that, and maybe you've got your good luck charm showing up tonight, because we do have, it's time to rock and roll.
Yeah.
Showing up on Raw tonight. And I like how they're doing the missing posters for Becky Lynch.
Right? Oh, no, she's leaving. She's going to AEW. Meltzer said so.
Oh, God. But so with Trish getting drafted, do you think it's that she might be sticking around for a bit past this?
I think so. I think she might stick around to at least SummerSlam. Detroit's, on the border there of good old Canada. So, and what are they doing in August? I feel like the WWE.
Does it go Night of Champions? Yeah, I think it goes Night of Champions SummerSlam. So would it be? Is she going to Saudi? I don't know if she's going to Saudi. Saudi with that body? I mean, maybe.
They give her. Well, she's gonna have to cover it up, but that's a sin.
It will still have a thing to look at, even if it's covered up.
More of a sin, not seeing it or seeing it. I don't know. different topic, different time.
Touche. But before we get canceled, let's do more. Grayson Waller is the next Miz. Chris, I can kind of see that, but I think he's gonna get pushed, I think, on SmackDown.
Yeah, I kind of see it. Yeah, okay, Chris.
I could see him and Austin Theory just being a douchebag pairing.
They would work, but I really think they fit well together. I think could Grayson, Waller gets his own show like the Miz. He's that A-list. Even when they did the fucking, did you guys all see the announcement for who was going to be in this tournament? And they tell us that the Miz is an A-lister, which I get it when he says it, it's tongue in cheek and we get to laugh at it. When they put it in part of his package, it sounds like it's for reals.
He's an A-lister and straight to DVD or straight to streaming movies.
Yeah. Help me out here.
Help me, Triple H. You're my only hope. Fans, we already talked about that. So let us know right now, folks, as we're about 5 minutes away from the show kicking off. Who is your prediction for the final two? I guess we both have. Well, did we give a prediction on the triple one, or are we both taking Seth? I feel like
we're both going to take Seth. I mean, I've been comparing everybody to Seth. Seth somehow, if you guys go back,
he's right there underneath you. That's why it's just right. You keep seeing his face.
But you remember, like, if you go back a little bit, Nick, and we start talking about it. Like for months, I was irate about, like, Seth was my least favorite thing in wrestling for a minute, and he just whittled me down, and here we are. So now I'm comparing everyone to him. Like, what are we gonna do? Cody winning is a bad shout.
Seth checks all the boxes. He's a babyface. He's gotten himself super over with the crowd, and he instantly adds credibility to that belt. And he can put on work rate matches. He can be that every week type of guy that Triple H was kind of pitching this champion to be, especially to start off with. So he, to me, is the guy that checks all the boxes to win this.
Absolutely. Now, do you think there's another hesitation I have as far as Cody advancing in this tournament and Seth not would we really get Seth Cody 4 on a Raw?
No. I think it's going to be a nice little touch that we're getting a rematch from the first ever Universal Championship.
Yep.
And I'm sure they'll touch on that quite a bit. Yeah. Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor to main event Monday Night Raw.
I like it. I like the story. At least there's a story to it. And, it comes out of, the serendipitous nature of a tournament, quote unquote tournament. I mean, I know everyone keeps getting mad, but technically it's a semifinal tournament. Like you're breaking it down.
They're all triple threat matches, so it's like a shuffle. It's like that damn egg beater, like carnival ride of just over here. Yeah,
it ends up being like a shotgun tournament, right? Like fucking go, everyone. Next round, winner. So, but like you said, and I think you had a valid point. You give us 2 weeks to build on whoever comes out of this. It's a good 2 weeks to have.
Well, absolutely. Well, you could have built this whole story, but and Seth lost 3 times to Cody, so he doesn't check all the box. Well, hold on.
Caveat.
I see Boston saying, "Great point, Victor," which I see so much for predictions. We actually follow the rules, unlike these two. But to
Tabernacle.
Tabernacle yourselves. But that's why I don't think Cody's going to be in the final for this.
He can't.
I think that's when when Cody does decide to go after the belt, when Seth has it, you can use that of, well, I've beaten you 3 times. That's your story, your angle to jump that off with. Because do you think that we could get Cody Rhodes is world heavyweight champion versus
Oh,
Romulus Reigns as the undisputed, even though it's kind of disputed now, Universal Championship champion at WrestleMania 40.
Yes. Yeah, that's 100% what
That
I
was
think.
long-winded.
Yeah, that's 100% what I think. So that's where I think you got to keep Cody away from this belt. And
Right.
what if
For
they
now,
do?
for now.
What if they do sell everybody on Cody Seth 4, and it is Seth actually going over Cody? That's like, ha! I got him. Now I can go win this big belt.
So then, where's Brock come into play? How do we continue Brock?
He fucks up the main event, not the triple threat.
Oh, would that get him more sympathy, or would it just start to lead to the cracks of really again this soon? You might start to get a little sour of that's because then you have who gets the big pop, Seth or Cody?
Seth's getting a bigger pop than Cody tonight.
But then that puts a couple dents in on Cody.
Yeah, but
then
if it's
you
something
start to damage, you start to dusty up that shine there.
That's true. I just kind of envision like you get a ref bump or something, and then Brock like comes out, F5's Cody. Seth looks all stunned, like, I can't believe that just happened. The ref kind of comes to, he stomps him, we go home. And everyone's like, oh shit.
Yeah, but I'm just saying before the match of who do you sing along more or do you whoa more? Which one happens more? And if you don't whoa as much as you sing along, then Cody
everyone's
loses a little bit of that shine.
So, I mean, that's valid. We'll see what I mean, yeah, because you're setting up that you had a very heel Seth for 3 matches leading before, right? So, valid point.
Right. Jordan, what up? Vance just talking about Bianca and Rhea. Well, do we get a title swap?
Oh, yeah, no. Vance brought up sorry, my bad, is the title swap. The potential title swap, which I mean, what else could you really fucking do?
They just show up the next week. They just show up tonight with the new belt. Because we've already talked about them. Do they split up?
Just show up? Don't even acknowledge it?
They don't acknowledge half that they should. So let's not act like that's a new concept for them.
They just show up. You're like, wait,
someone Dom cracks a joke and says, wait, wasn't that a different color last night or on Saturday? And then they just play it off.
Yeah, right.
But we are kicking off with Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, so I got a Molson Canadian commercial at the moment. Now I'm getting Raw.
Just making you thirsty. I'm at the now part of the intro.
I'm at then.
Okay, so I only got you by a couple seconds here. We're good.
Then, now. I got now. That's
now,
a long then.
How now, brown cow?
Forever. Ladies and gentlemen, Raw is kicking off tonight. Welcome for those who tuned in for the pre-show. Thank you for those just tuning in now. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, share, be a part of the family. Big Nick and I are going to rock and roll through this, and we're kicking it right off with a recap of Triple H building up this title. And like I've said from day one, everyone's shitting on this for being the consolation prize. It is incumbent of the WWE to make it not that. It's guilty until proven innocent on this one.
Yeah, well, they're
off to a flame.
They're leaving a lot of breadcrumbs at the crime scene. I'll put it in that, and you can connect the things together.
You're not wrong.
They might be freshly squeezed in this situation. I'm not talking about Orange Cassidy.
Nick, I'm fucking doing my best to like give some props and keep the positivity and keep like, all right.
We are about positivity on here,
right?
But sometimes
I'm trying.
You got to call a spade here.
They're fucking not helping me at all. Like, even when I said, okay, fine, just do a tournament, make them earn the title. We're like, great idea. And then they're like, wait, we'll take that great idea and we'll muddy it a little.
Now, being said, if they didn't do the brand split, if they didn't do the draft, this would be a hell of a tournament, honestly. The talent in this tournament.
If they stuck it to Raw?
No, I'm saying if we forget the brand split, forget the draft, just we go back to everybody's on all the shows. We trim this down as much as we can. This would be a hell of a tournament. But when you add the draft split in, then you muddy your own water.
Yeah. I almost feel like they should have announced
Marco, what up from Spain? Espanol.
what they should have done, I think, what could have prevented this, and maybe it's still not a good idea, but to help, if they had announced there's going to be a tournament for this new belt, and it's going to represent the Raw Championship, and these 8 men, these 12 men, these whatever, 16 men, whatever the fuck they wanted to do, are going to battle. And then the draft happens on the way to it. And so it leaves us like, well, now we understand why everybody's in this tournament, and we'll figure this out. Oh, shit, he got drafted to SmackDown. What if he wins and goes, then he'd be on Raw? It's a better vibe. You lead with it.
Yes, but you could still poke in the hole of, well, you scheduled this yourselves, assholes. So why didn't you just schedule it at a different time?
Right? So I'm trying to help them, Nick. They're not doing well.
I know. If the title belt don't fit, you must have quit.
I have a theory, and I know it's Friday, and we're still getting the opening package. I hope you guys are.
Sean, I agree with you.
Absolutely. I clicked on a new name from Spain. Welcome, Marco. Hey, be nice
Marco.
to Marco.
We're international even more than we already are, folks.
Right? South America. We got UK, India,
Canada.
God
knows where. Parts unknown.
And Raw is kicking off with the excitement of Kevin Patrick.
Now does it not have to kick off with we're kicking off with Cody Rhodes. Right now. It has to kick off with a triple threat because they're doing double duty.
Yeah, I got the lights out. Here we go.
Wrestling has more than one royal family. But it does only have one wrestling channel that does cover anything and everything. And we're the wrestling channel that the wrestlers tune into, the fans in attendance tune into. So you're doing your friends a disservice if you're not telling us about us. So be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. What? See?
Yes, folks. That was a nice segue. It was very well done, sir. It's like we've done this for a few minutes.
Well, sometimes I can pull a rabbit out of my ass here. Much like WWE.
The highs are real high, the lows are real low, folks. We're trying. We're trying.
Aiming for the creamy middles. Pause.
But yeah, out comes Cody. And remember, if you're new here, we take a prediction on every single match. So if you got a prediction on Cody Rhodes versus Miz
Nakamura, versus Miz versus Finn Balor. See, we're 10 seconds in and I messed it up. Problem I have with triple threats is it's not a solid winner. Too many variables, like Theory at Backlash. Someone can win by cheating or a weak finish, not a definitive winner. You could have it just straight up singles tournament, like we've talked about this. The triple threat, it always just breaks down to a singles match of one person gets thrown out, the other two kind of have at it for a minute. That person gets thrown out, the other person rolls in.
Well, now we've seen some good triple threats, and actually the last couple of triple threats that we've seen that were really good weren't with either show. Actually, the one at WrestleMania with the brawling brutes and Gunther, I thought that was really well done. Where one punched one guy, one punched the other, and then they really mixed it up. You have that exchange, but to your point, you don't get it very often.
Right. Well, and CJ actually brought up a good point here that I forgot about. We all have already forgotten how banged up Finn is and was walking into WrestleMania and coming out of WrestleMania. Finn 14 staples,
right? And 14 staples, and on the back sore ankle.
And we're already talking of like, well, he's clearly going to work double duty tonight and everything, right? He's
maybe not
for a world title.
And I know we were talking about AJ Styles earlier, and that's what I was going to say a couple minutes ago. Of knowing that this is going to take place in Saudi, I think we cannot count Rey Mysterio out. Just because you're looking name value.
Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah. Are we still going to beat that drum?
The man gets more heat than anybody.
Oh, I think so. I just think he should leave his dad alone for a while.
Yeah. Boston, I agree with you on that. Of course, they're in Jacksonville tonight. So Cody's going to get that little extra AEW TK pop there.
Super kick party! This was
he's already dropping the Duval. But Gilly, so I've seen this starting to happen, I feel like, with a couple people. I don't know, man. I think I'm done with Cody. He beats Brock with a fruit roll up and then runs like a scared coward directly after the match. WWE is botching Cody big time in my eyes.
I don't think they're botching him. I think Cody is a tough guy. I think he's a tough act to love. I do. I felt that way when he came over. I was very like, what are you gonna do with Cody? Make him like a mid-card champion for the rest of his life? I didn't see him as an upper echelon guy. Now my views have changed and evolved with what I've seen him do. But again, even that opening of like, what do you want to talk about? I'm like, smack you in the face. That's what I want to talk about. Why are you talking like that?
He's the new Super Cena, the new Superman, the new Roman Reigns, big dog. He's in that catbird seat of no matter love him or hate him, it's hard to cheer for him because it seems like everything's given to him. Like, he's going to be a top guy. He's going to get a push. Like, they're not going to just, have him work for it. Him facing Brock and going through the hard times, baby, and everything is the most so far he's had to work for it.
Yeah, and I mean, you gave him that win. He kind of needed that win. If Brock is going to come back and go after him, who knows? Brock maybe wins that Night of Champions, and then Cody beats him at SummerSlam and finally puts down the Beast for good in some type of cage just to make it epic. I don't know, but I don't mind how they all played out. But, like we said with the triple threats about, kind of taking the easy way out. And the same thing with the roll-ups is sometimes the WWE is trying to protect the wrestlers and they end up making it worse by what I call chicken shit booking, right? Like,
right.
Well, you won't notice that he lost. Put him in a match. Let him win.
Well, and to me, as I was just sitting here pontificating as you were talking to where they really messed up Cody was when he came back after the package, and we all thought for the longest time they needed to sit there and do it of this big hero return if he's coming back earlier and just make it a surprise. And they did the video packages, and he came out number 30, and it was such a damn layup for him.
Yeah,
that's already like that's a Cena, Vince, Roman Reigns, Superman.
If he
ultra babyface booking move,
right? If he was a surprise pop at 18, 19, 20, whatever, it would have felt so much better. But now here this dude is over there talking about the world title that he should run away from like the plague.
He is bigging up this whole tournament. Like, he had him pull up the whole bracket, everything.
So it's a tournament. There you go. You got brackets. Why the fuck is the Miz in this tournament? You couldn't give me Dexter? Gargano?
No, because then you would have had to just keep it to Raw and actually have it make sense. Welcome to WWE, where the tournaments are made up and
where
the brackets don't matter.
Yeah, where the draft is made up and the brands don't matter, folks.
Right. It's kind of a smart move, though, of you're in Tampa, send out Cody.
Yeah,
he's going to get the extra bit of pop because it's in Tampa. AW, haha, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
And that's going to really big up the excitement for the tournament tonight.
And it will. And again, you get a marquee guy acting like he really, really wants this belt. I don't love it for that reason. But other than that, I mean, this is fine to hype up the crowd.
So Cody's literally just the MC so far. Because now we've got Seth coming out.
Oh, okay.
Cody says Jacksonville, let the tournament begin, and out comes Seth. So he, like I said,
he's the Grand Marshal.
They did it to just be the MC, the Master of Ceremonies.
This is a stare down, everybody. See, now are they foreboding or are they going to swerve us?
Well, no, because listen to the sing along.
Yeah, even right. Seth's like, you need to hear.
We stopped and paused and everything during the sing along. We talked right through his promo.
Yeah,
but like Gilly says, thanks, guys. You fellows are the voice of reason. I'll let you touch on that one.
Sometimes we're out to fucking.
We try to always still call a spade, and even if we have to walk back a point, we'll do it and
listen.
Take our rations.
I say it, I mean it, and I stand by it. I'd love to go toe-to-toe with anybody that says otherwise, but I watch a lot. I listen to a lot. So do you, Nick.
Right.
To find unbiased and shooting from the hip, it's hard to do. And that's what we try and do. We got our favorites. We got our opinions. We got our own slants. But for the people that just either have one drum to beat or the other, and every once in a while they're kind of nice to the other company, whatever. It is what it is, folks. But this is awesome.
Oh, absolutely.
Sorry, on a side note,
No, you're good. I was going to say I'm trying to get through the comments, folks, but I will remind everybody we do have the super chats, the super stickers, and everything like that. If you want to make sure that you get your point across, especially when we get a little bit long-winded and everything like that, or if you want to just help support the channel, there is that option. So you can stand out. I'm a peacock, and you got to let me fly.
Right.
Trevor, what up? Well, I was going to say, well, fitting talking about peacocks with Seth Rollins in the ring, but we're going to commercial right now, folks. Pause. Yeah.
No, I love the graphics and shit for this. Like they kind of went all out, and like the graphic they just threw up before the commercial, great. Opening segment, get you hyped for the show. Whether they achieve that or not, I'll let the fans up there decide. But I mean, all right, we're off and running, and we're getting right into a match. Let's go.
We got an intro, and then we got a commercial. So
we're always going to get
15 minutes or so after the start of the program, we finally get ding ding on a match, probably. But
I'm okay with that under the circumstances of what we got.
Fair enough. But did anyone notice a new Raw logo or anything like that? Because I saw that kind of getting floated around today.
I didn't
because it all came down to one of their YouTube page uploaded a full match, Roman versus Drew, and in the corner, because it was on Raw, they had a kind of more old schooly looking logo for it being from Monday Night Raw. But I didn't notice any new logo, any new stage, nothing really differentiating post-draft Raw and pre-draft Raw.
Right. Why are SmackDown involved in the heavy? I didn't see that, by the way, at all. So I know I've seen rumors that we were expecting some type of makeover because of but I haven't heard or seen any proof to that. Maybe it'll come. Why are SmackDown involved in the World Heavyweight scene? Great question. We don't know. Fucking dumb booking.
You made a valid argument, and that's
I tried.
About that's to where we present the counter argument, even if we don't fully agree with it. I mean, Christ, CJ went on one of our Rumble podcasts and everything like that, saying how Vince was going to be back and everything like that. You fool! No way. Oh boy, that man was right on everything.
Nailed it. Like exactly down to the attitude too. That's what killed me, was of like, it's my money. Fuck him.
Exactly. But having SmackDown superstars involved with this, it gives you, like you said, it's a bit of AFC versus NFC, North versus South, East versus West, of this all-star side versus that all-star side. And in theory, if we want to keep it full kayfabe, what have you, of these two situations, the new title belt and the draft, happen so close to each other that it shouldn't exclude you, technically, maybe, if you want to reach, from competing for the Raw Championship just because you happen to get drafted the night before or around that same time. Now, I wonder, I haven't looked it up, but I almost wonder, was everyone that's on the SmackDown side of the bracket previously on Raw before the draft? Because Austin Theory was, Bobby Lashley was. I'm trying to think of who else is in the bracket from that.
AJ was.
I know it's so hard to try and keep track of that, but
that's an interesting show, right?
Well, that's an interesting question I would pose.
Yeah, like we both agreed. I mean, I tried to pad it. The unfortunate part was for my theory to reign true, like they want the best of the best, then maybe not have the Miz in there, maybe not have Theory at this time. We know he's not going to go after the world title while he's still holding on to this one. So I think they could have helped me out with, just stacking it, like stack it right up. But say la vie.
No Name says AJ wasn't. Yeah, he was. He was just injured.
AJ and the OC were on Raw. Were they not?
Monday Night Raw before. Nick, that logo's their official replay logo. Nothing new. Yeah, but they didn't. As far as YouTube, they had put out another video right before that for Monday Night Raw, and it had the current logo. It didn't have that different logo. That's just, I know people were just always hoping for something new, of like we might see with new guys getting pushed tonight that got drafted. Like we talked about Zoe Starks, of you trimming up the mustache and everything, freshen up the beard,
right.
A little bit of spring cleaning, freshen some stuff up here. If we're gonna actually stick to this brand split, let's make them feel like different shows.
Don't worry, it's all coming back in about 6 days. We're okay. Don't take fucking long.
I was gonna say it's like if I like shave my head or anything like that, it'd literally be like a week, and I've already got like a full head of hair back.
It was starting to like curl off on my shirt and shit. I was like, okay, enough.
Bobby, stay around. Stick around. Yeah, you need to do it. You need to stick around. But I'm getting a replay of Backlash right now.
Yeah.
I just got more sing along of Seth.
And the Raw logo going around the outside is still the current Raw logo. So
I figured, but
yeah,
it's one of those of you can hope
Meltzer probably reported it.
By
the way, my favorite
God, if we're ever at an event and Dave is there, I'm gonna have to be like, hold this man back.
It'd be hilarious. He'd be like, "Who are you?" But my favorite story of the day so far, of the wrestling week so far, it was Karen Jericho going off about the Mandalay Bay or
oh yeah, I saw that of that.
They bullied me.
Whiny.
Oh, Karen Jericho. If
I was gonna say Charlamagne the God's got his donkey of the week or whatever, donkey of the day. That's Chris Jericho right there, donkey of the day.
They bullied me.
They laughed at me. The security laughed at me. Where's Tony?
I want to know the full story. Like, I want to hear it. Like, he got to the counter, waited 3 minutes, started acting like a petulant child. Oh, why? So
you want to just hear it to laugh? I just don't care. Steven, 17 minutes and still no match. Yes,
that's okay.
The clock's running, man.
What I don't get is why we're getting another replay. This is really stupid now.
But this is why I go back to, you have 3 hours. You just had a brand split. You have all of this time till Night of Champions. Use that time to build and make storylines. God damn it. You could have storylines that carry off of the tournament. So-and-so cost so-and-so to get eliminated.
Now we're going backstage.
There's the story.
The fuck are you doing?
Seth's been standing in the ring for what, 10 minutes now?
Yeah, a solid 7, if not more.
We're getting Damian interviewed backstage right now. Jericho said Hogan outworked Flair. Jericho says a lot of nonsensical things.
Mm-hmm.
Too many replays. Yes.
I don't get it. We got an opening package for Puerto Rico. We got a little reminder. We got the snippet, the Cody Brock reminder. Now we get another video package. Are we going to commercial after this, or are we going to wait until after? I
swear to God, if we do, one of us is taking a pause for the cause here.
I'm telling you right now, we're going to get another commercial before Ding Ding.
The second, you'll know if I'm ahead of you, because the second I hit a commercial, I'm going for a pause.
Okay.
Damien, what up? Yes, Steven, what up? It's Steven Elimination Chambers in the house. I like how this is why you need to be a fan, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. Because, everybody's now got their own giant gimmicks and everything like that. We're just one whole family here. Yep, Chef, too many replays. Steve, what up? Triple H filler BS says I've got Damian Priest coming out right now. So,
yeah, too much filler. Too much fucking filler. I mean, to your point, if we would have just opened the show with no promo, no nothing, just Cody Rhodes music and that triple threat right out of the gate, and then if you want to do some fucking packages in a commercial, fine. But it's a lot, man.
It's just it's long when you have 3 hours, and I get that you're going to start them off with the triple threats, because they're going to be doing double duty, and you want to hook somebody in. To tune in through the full show of, you're going to start it off now and build it up to pay off on the back end. But at this point, you're already through 2 quarter blocks of your programming, you're halfway to the top of the hour, and you haven't even had a second bit of action. Why would I stay around unless I'm a wrestling fan?
No,
I'm not going to stay.
It's a lot to ask for. And I mean, like I said, as you take minutes in, I love this. Damian Priest limping to the ring.
Well, he's got a sell from on Saturday. He wanted to stay last night, but that's always with TK.
Mm-hmm.
Nakamura Skywalker coming out right now.
One of the best entrances in the business has returned.
Imagine a swerve of Priest winning this match. I wouldn't hate it, but it would be super interesting.
I'm in.
It would make you really... Well, I was wondering if we were going to get Damian and Finn in the same like triple threat, or
Right.
maybe there's the potential they could face each other at the end of this bracket here.
Fair enough. That would be
CJ,
interesting unto itself, because Judgment Day has been we've been kind of, are they going to stay? Are they going to go? Are they locked in and we're going to have them for a little while? Is there any dissent? They've been fine. So that'd be an interesting dynamic. I don't know. Like, it seems like Seth is a slam dunk. If Seth doesn't win this, it will be a swerve. I will give him that.
Fair enough. And CJ out here with his, favorite announcer. That's how far we're into the wrestling, folks. So we've got favorite ring announcers.
There you go.
Waiting for the Nakamura. Yes, 25. Well, I'm still at 23. I don't know if y'all are talking from the future or the past here, but yeah, we've heard ding ding.
We're going back to commercial.
I'm telling you, whichever one of us can get to it quicker. Somebody here taking a pause for the cause. Oh, ding ding.
Oh, we're getting a ding ding, are we?
Yeah, Damien's just throwing hands.
All right, here we go. So yeah, you are slightly.
You mean to pause up or anything?
Yeah, just for a hiccup. We close.
I got right hand on Nakamura and then stomps in the corner now.
Yeah, that's where we are. We're good.
Synced up.
Yeah, I'm getting the stomps now.
And it feels so good. Boss, what up?
Damian Priest
23 minutes of the show. At least AW have had at least 2 matches by now.
It's true.
Well, they would have been 2-minute matches, but touche.
Not necessarily. They like to listen. Tony, to his credit, will throw up that opening match. Like, we'll get a 15-20-minute OC match to open every show.
Yeah, no, it'll go literally right from ring, from intro video to already in the ring.
Big
and
pop for
we'll get a half hour of video packages and promos.
Right.
Standoff between Nakamura and Rollins right now. Mm-hmm. So, folks, if you haven't done so already, give us your predictions, who you're taking, whether it's Nakamura, Seth Rollins, or Damian Priest to win this match, and move on to the semifinals of the Raw bracket.
Yeah, 2 of the more eccentric, at least in terms of fashion, competitors we got. So,
could this have not been a kind of a bit of a dream match of like a semifinal right here between these two?
Crowd got a big pop off in, and we got a couple lockups, and here we go. Ooh, axe kick. Basement drop kick.
I've got the baseball side suplex right now. So
yeah, but to your point, Nick, there's a dude laying on the ground for come on now.
Right.
Let's be real.
Oh, Damian comes in. Oh, misses the big boot.
Like, if you can't find a way to do it all in motion, like Damian.
But that's why you don't do triple threats. That's the thing, is there's so many different ways that they didn't have to do this. But they just decided to do it, and it's like you said, it's hard to defend. We're about to go into commercial right now. So
what if it ends up? Yeah, you know what? What if somehow it's like heel turn Shinsuke takes out Seth?
He was just a heel.
He was just MIA, so I don't really know.
Well, he's been MIA for about a year now.
What's up, Kayla? How you doing? Welcome back. CJ.
But I am legit in commercial right now.
I am also in commercial.
Okay, so do we need to Rochambeau or
Rochambeau? Let's do it.
Right. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3.
Wait, like on 3 or you go 3?
On 3.
Okay, on 3. Like 3, go.
God damn it. Fine. You go.
Ready, let's go.
God damn it.
Ready, I'm ready.
Rock, paper. What? Right. God damn it. You go. All right. I'm going to make it happen. So, folks, you got me right now as KJ takes a pause for the cause, as we can't even try and sync up any sort of anything around here. Yeah, bye. Commercial break already. Yes. Again, so we're already almost a half hour through the first hour of Monday Night Raw, folks. And we've had a little bit of action so far. We've maybe had about 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes of action so far out of about a half hour. Got Franklin for the win. Who, what? Oh, Seth Franklin Rollins. There we go. Took me Nick, we're vouching. Fair enough. Yeah, well, I was about to say, of Larry, we should just have it up to you guys of thumbs up, thumbs down, or something like that. Back to the NBA game. Chef, which game you watching? I had to pull up them scores here while we're in commercial. Nick's playing timid. Oh, I'm not playing timid. I don't know about the NBA team, but you can have that. WWE trying to pay for that dumbass belt. Yeah, they got to make payments on that thing. They got a payment plan, so they got to make sure to get enough advertising here. Because just seriously, I'm all for the fact that you got to build up the anticipation for this whole tournament, and it's exciting. We've got a lot of stars, but give us some damn action. If you're going to have these guys end up facing each other, at least two of them later on again tonight, so why drag it out longer? Because then they're going to be a bit more gassed. If you should give them that little bit of freshen up, and it gives you that grace period for the nonsense in between. Like, say if you had the first one, boom, we're right out of the way. We don't need Cody as master of ceremonies announcing the belt that he's competing for, acting like he's just, we already know he's kind of built around it. So, but you kick right off with Seth Rollins music after maybe some replays of Backlash, and then you start off with that match. Then you come out of it, you can do your commercial breaks, everything. You get your filler match for maybe a segment, or you do a promo or something. Maybe Cody does his promo then we kick off into the next match. Then you've got your time, you've got your grace period, I feel, built a bit. As I'm back from commercial, as I talk through my whole grace period, but Miami versus Knicks. Well, fair enough. Let me know, Chef, what you got going on. What's the score at? What's it looking like? Going back and forth watching wrestling at NBA game. Well, Dale, what game you watching now of? Let me know. But you should, at least you're watching us, and I appreciate that. We're one of like the 5 screens y'all probably got up right now. Knicks versus Heat TNT. I've got Seth off the top rope right now onto both men. That belt gets worse every time it's shown. Yes, it does. It's a little hard to look at. I know it's directly beneath me right now. That's why I keep looking upwards. I don't like it. I know that it's supposed to be an homage to Big Goldie and all of that, but it just doesn't work for me, dog. Suicide dive from Rollins onto Damien, and now it looks like we're setting up for him to do the same on Nakamura. Oh, and Nakamura goes into the announce table. Acknowledge KJ and Nick by headbutting that like button because the Prince of the Mid-South says so. And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you. Like and subscribe. Bye. Dale, oh, you're laughing at C-Money. I need to see how it looks on somebody. Bad. That's how it looks. Bad. Miami 56, New York 45. What quarter? 56-45. Fair enough. As big splash from Damien into the corner right now. Nakamura is such an interesting aspect in this. I feel like he would have been better if you could have had Cody, Finn, and Nakamura. And if that goes especially later on in the show, I think that is much more of a compelling something you're going to want to watch as a triple threat match of, oh my God, these 3 guys are all in the ring together. I don't know if Nakamura and Damian Priest and Seth Rollins really do that. I think you could have Miz in there and Seth could make it work a bit better. And I'm not saying that Nakamura and Seth can't work together, but I'm saying as far as compelling on the back end. But Seth going for the pedigree, back elbow to Nakamura, gets dumped over on the apron. Nick's 2 words, click it. Why? Oh, I like it. Actually, Larry, shout out. It took me a second. Vitamins had the pages stick together there. Priest with a 2 count. Second quarter, almost halftime. Fair enough. So close. Yes, so close. Rez, what up? 7.18 left in the half. Ooh. I don't know. I mean, they could come back like Philly did on Boston. So, I mean, don't count the Knicks out. Granted, Jimmy Butler is, a beast when it comes to the Heat, but we'll see. Why is the Miz even in? But see if they would have kept it to just Raw guys. Double high kicks from Priest and Nakamura's super kick to Priest. And now, float over Enziguri from Nakamura on to Rollins. But if they would have kept it just to Raw, I feel that would have worked, of having guys like the Miz, etc., involved in that. And not discrediting the Miz, but no one wants that. No one wants to predict that. No one wants to see that. Why isn't Sami in the tournament? Because he's a tag team title champion, which is it's interesting that they haven't split those belts up yet. Because especially if you've got 90 champions, we clearly know Sami's not going, and I'm assuming KO's not going if Sami's not going. So do we split up the tag titles? If we've got different heavyweight champions for each brand, why don't we have different tag team champions for every brand? We've got different women's champions for every brand. So why not different tag titles for every brand? Boss, what? What are you on about?
I had to come back quick. This match is good.
Well, fair enough. How's Stephanie McMahon doing?
She's doing well. At home with the kids.
KJ with the updates there.
Hey, I'm trying to help.
Is in theory in the tournament? Yes, he is.
I figure if Meltzer can just make shit up, so can I.
I mean, you're not wrong. But I've got Nakamura. Roll out by Seth. Discus Lariat by Seth.
Yeah. Yes, Steve G. What did Steve G say? This match has been great so far. I agree with Damian. I think they're going to do a split as well at some point. I just think they don't want to split them all at the same time. We'll probably have, go the other way this time they got drafted to SmackDown?
Who?
So Raw have another tournament for a belt? Shit.
No. KO and Sami got drafted to Raw.
Did they go to Raw?
Got drafted to SmackDown, remember?
Oh, that's right. So, yeah. So
stomped by Rollins on to Damian Priest. 1, 2. Nakamura breaks it up.
Ooh, Steve G. Is in theory in the tournament? Yes, he is.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Priest
wow.
Yes, wow. I think he does.
2.
That's what Keyshawn said of who's taking the pin. I think it's unfortunately going to be Damian Priest. I think he deserves to get a bit of a push here on Monday Night Raw. I wouldn't be mad at Priest versus Gunther.
Oh, I wouldn't be mad at all. I think Priest is excellent. I think, like I said, you know, he throws that suit on. He looks legit. He's a big guy. I think he's found his way, man. And I think they could really push him up the chart. Plus, he did them a solid. He lost the bunny.
Right. Well, and Priest, like Nakamura just said, I'll say to this. Come on.
Come on. But, you know why. You know why. Because we the best.
Come on. Love that bit from Naka. Yes. It's so interesting how he just has little moments like that he gets over super well.
Yeah.
CJ will debut. I can't believe it's not Butter segment at the end of the show tonight. Why?
Right?
Oh, exploder suplex from Nakamura on to Rollins.
Okay. Oh, you're exploder.
Yeah. Pause up. No.
You're going for a pause.
Oh, Damian with a clothesline out of nowhere.
I think
Hopping on one leg here. Dumps Rollins onto the outside.
It's been a good match, though.
Oh, absolutely. Did you see Damian?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
That clothesline by Priest
I was going to say, could you imagine he wins this and he's got to sell with a leg injury going forward?
Yeah, I like it.
Knee bar from Nakamura.
Woo!
Is Priest going to tap here?
Yeah.
He's got it locked in.
Oh, he's going to tap.
Oh!
No,
Rollins from the heavens with the frog splash pedigree on Nakamura. 1, 2, 3. And Nakamura took the pin. I don't hate that finish, actually.
That was a nice finish. But listen to the crowd. They're on their feet and they're making noise.
Well, you got to for Franklin Rollins here.
Right? I bag on the domestic audience sometimes for just being a little lackluster, but they're into this. This is good.
Right. A-Town saying 1-0. Seth wins. Nadej, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. How you watch it? Well, you're watching us now. That's how you watch it. Or you can watch. We're watching it on USA, or at least I am here in Canada. So I don't know.
Look,
But you watch us. That's how you do it.
what? Montez
Heather, what
Ford.
up?
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello,
that
Heather.
man came from the goddamn heavens out of nowhere, and I like that angle of you were just waiting for something. You're like, you're building of. He's not tapping. Okay, so Seth's got to be popping in somewhere.
Right.
Seth should be showing up any minute now, and then just frog splash out of nowhere.
Right. So
Good
Seth,
finish. Not taking the pin though. Yes, Keyshawn.
yeah, you know what? I understand why Priest didn't take that pin. Priest has done solid lately. So
He did the job on Saturday.
yeah,
He did a hell of a job. So you can have that. Not even what I'm mad at.
Shinsuke can take that out. He'll be fine. People love him.
Yeah, you still got to build him up. You haven't built
yeah.
him up much since he's came back. The most you had him involved with was a little mini feud with Cross. So
yeah, but I think that pin's okay. I think getting pinned that way by Seth, you're all right.
Right.
Boom. So as Nick steps out to grab a little leg stretch and a pause for the cause, we're getting an updated roster on the graphic. Of course, we've talked about all these picks, folks. And I mean, there they are, the World Tag Title champions. Rhea Ripley, you got Odyssey Jones got drafted into Sheer. We'll see what this means, but Imperium is on my screen now. But I knew Seth was going to win, so 1-0. There you go, Larry. As long as you know, that's what matters. Correct, C Money. What did C Money say? Let's go find money. Only problem is Seth is over, or is it the whoa that's over? Seth, I think, as a package is over. So the whoa is a part of that. Oh, shit. All right, sorry, folks. So now I got KO, Sammy, and Imperium on the screen. At least it's not I like it. Let's start moving the show forward. KO, Sammy, they've had their battles with the bloodline. I'm glad. And Sammy and KO are wicked together. KO's face is like, he's one of those guys that sells so much with his face. Seth's always been over. Not always. He remember he had that lull, and then some people there was mixed reviews on the Messiah. I liked it. I just think they booked it like shit. I thought if he really tried to take over the show and had really good rivalries and angles, that could have worked, but ended up getting mucked up with all his daughter and Murphy and oh fuck. Hello, Heather. Oh, I'm saying hello on behalf of Steve. I want who wrestling right now? I just got Seth. I got Imperium backstage with Sammy and KO, and I like this. They're going to give us a good match. And the banter between Sammy and KO, man, it works. Is the Vinci guy foreign? Well, he's from Italy, I believe, originally. I don't know if they're still billing him from Italy. But there you go. Imperium versus the tag champions. And that gets followed up with Shoosh. As the Alpha Academy coming to the ring, folks. Remember, if you're new here, we are the alternative commentary to all the wrestling. Every night we come back, we cover more live wrestling than anyone else on YouTube. We do not stop. Myself, Big Nick, CJ, and shout out to the rest of the family out there. But we give you live reaction. We give you the news updates. We got more content coming your way. We got Luna Havoc in the mix as well. So much that we have to bring your way. Now, I am going back into another commercial break. Alpha Academy is on the way to the ring. And somehow now, Maxine's just going to be there for everything. She's accompanying Otis. I'm telling you, Otis has got some good luck, man. He's given big, beefy boys everywhere hope. Maxine, Imperium is great. They're unbelievable. I was really happy when they got called up to the main roster. I don't feel like we got enough of like Imperium going after the Usos, enough of them kind of in that picture. So to see them here now with Sammy KO being involved in the main event, I'm all for it. I think it's solid. I think it's they're great in the ring. I think Marcel has found himself a little bit, like the stretched out words and the way he's talking. Vichy, we're still trying to figure out. I mean, we'll see. But athletically, they're both phenomenal. So I'm all for it, folks. And I will mention we are just on the doorstep of 60 likes here tonight. So keep them coming. We greatly appreciate it. Thank everybody for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, be a friend, tell a friend. Sick of the Alpha Academy, to be honest. I'm with you. This whole storyline with the maximum male models, as we like to call them, I don't care for it. I'm over it. I don't need it. I think that maybe because the draft was coming, they were slow playing it. But I just feel like this banter about whether or not Otis is alpha or a model, or I'm over it. It's been going forever. Like, let's just break these guys up. I'm all for trying to give Shorty G a little bit of love. Yeah, I said it. But yeah, Chad Gable's a talented guy. Not that Otis isn't, but Otis is, I think, always going to be kind of your comic relief. So you want to do little side shimmy between, and Otis, fine, fuck it, whatever. But, the Alpha Academy and the whole storyline, it's a little, like, we can move on now. We can be better. The Hein General. I can't even say that right. The Hein General. Like, instinctually put the G in there. I like his pronunciation. Right? You're not wrong. Otis for the win. I'm going to, somebody else picked the win against and went Ali. So that one's interesting. Shoosh yourself, Gable. Hey, listen, Gable found a way to kind of make Alpha Academy all right in points, right? Especially as a pain in the ass heel tag team. They weren't bad. You can't, I give them credit. The Shoosh thing kind of got over for a little bit in a heelish way. He plays that pompous, haphazard, kind of goofy little shit. So I don't want to completely bag on Otis and Gable, but I think we could do more with Gable. Edge technically never lost. Big Goldie, he was forced to relinquish it and retire. That's a very valid point, Smile Mark. And here's the thing, like I said earlier, we always got to look at the landscape when we start trying to look at what's going to happen. And right now we're heading towards Saudi Arabia, Night of Champions. We know those Saudi shows tend to be very name booked, very sizzle, very, we'll go down those old roads. We'll bring back Goldberg. We'll give you a Logan Paul match. Not a lot of substance happens there. Granted, this time we're going to award a new championship. So that's interesting unto itself. But could it be an Edge? Could it be a Rey Mysterio? I know we're kind of picking out our faves and who we think. We already got Seth. And I think, they're all for, that crowd in Saudi doing the OOO. So Seth's going to be in. We know he's the favorite, but could it be Seth versus Edge? Marquee value, it could work. But you still have AJ Styles as an option in that regard as well. So we'll see. Dun, dun, dun. OT's for the win. All right. We got another one. Is on Raw only now. True story. Much to CJ's delight, I guess. Or maybe he's disappointed. He only gets to see her half the time. Philadelphia 76ers are playing tomorrow night. Boston Celtics tied 2.2. Let's go, Philly. Tied 2-2. Thank you. Curtis has Otis for the win. All right, we'll see how that plays out. Yeah, we got Ali, guys. What do you think of the revamped Ali? Now we got Ali in his sixth gimmick. Now he's, I don't know what he is. Somebody want to kind of fill me in on what Ali's hoping to accomplish with this new vibe, this new attitude? Boston, you're not wrong, buddy. I mean, shit. Everyone went for a snack. Everybody went for a fucking bathroom break on this one. So, as much as I thought I was being tricky jumping on break before Nick, he gets the last laugh because I'm stuck with this nonsense. There is not a fucking whisper in the crowd right now. Oh, wait, they cheered for his shirt coming off a little bit. Wait, Gable, Maxine, what the fuck are we doing? Motivational Mustafa is a free agent. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, we see why. We know why. All right, so Otis is trying to gear up the Caterpillar, and Maxine's like, no, models don't do that. Chad's getting a pop. Ali slides out of the way. This is stupid. This is stupid. What are we doing? 450. He bounced off him. That looked like a kid jumping on a fucking... That was amazing. Yeah, I bet you're 2-0. Everyone better be 2-0 at this point. Or at least one. Everyone better got a W on this whole match. It was like a bouncy castle. We got the Miz backstage. Tree Trunk versus a Root. I don't even know what to say about that. Ollie wins, my bad. Yeah. 2-0. 2-0. Ollie needs to go to NXT. Ding. Correct. Okay, that was pretty good. I know we shit on the Miz, but the guy is a pro. And that was perfect. That little pre-cut. Ollie wins, my bad. Got that one. I can never take the Miz seriously. Dude has a ton of charisma, but this movie star shit needs to end. Yeah, I think Miz is a victim of just time. You've been around. Like when you start to think about, holy shit, we've been watching the Miz for what? 15, 16, 17 years. Like it feels like forever. And we talk about it with guys like Sheamus as well, where, there's moments where we're like, this guy's pretty good. Like when Miz was digging in and going toe-to-toe with Bryan and that whole little rivalry, there was moments like that when he was involved with the title picture. It caused controversy. It caused some type of heat, but he was there. It's just he's been around for so fucking long doing the exact same thing. Says the same shit, the same feel, the same vibe. It's just we're now almost 20 years removed. Things change. They got to change. Miz calls himself a history meth. Okay, I didn't know that. So free agents, enhancement talent now, got it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You were too shit to draft, so now you're just a floater and you lose. I guess that's the theory. We're taking the approach. Again, I don't know what to do with Ali. Putting him down in NXT sounds like a great idea. You got Axiom. You got JD. Oh no, JD got called up. That's a good one. I like that. But you got a lot of high flyers. Even Reggie's kicking down there. I don't know what they're gonna do with them. Dragon Lee still down there. Ali Dragon Lee might be onto something. I saw people going around saying that Ali had a superstars match or a fucking main event match where him and the Ninja Tozawa actually banged it out. So that I found interesting. Finn Balor for the win. All right, we're going Finn Balor. Up next, we're getting the triple threat. The second triple threat. The double threat is here.
I was going to say, by the way, pause on they banged it out. So, but you were basically just naming off 205 Live, which they've already got away with. So,
well, I mean, you can kind of get away
that was out of here as fast as Dark and Dark Elevation.
Like I said, I've always said the WWE books the light heavyweights, the cruiserweights, the 205ers, whatever the fuck you want to call them. They've just consistently booked them as little guys who wrestle just like the big guys instead of just letting them do their thing.
Everybody is not Rey Mysterio.
That's also true. And
that's
Ali
really what it comes down to, the crux of it, of not everybody is the world's littlest, big man.
Yeah, right? Not everyone gets to be Mighty Mouse.
Dragon Ali versus Dragon Lee versus Ali for the right over the ownership of the letter L. Just like how you had Ahmed Johnson versus Booker T for the ownership of the letter T, like a fucking Sesame Street match. And that's how we got with G.I. Bro.
Right?
Fun fact. Well, and see, when everybody thinks I shit on WCW just because, it's the cool thing to do. No, I watched WCW. I paid attention. Right? I know WCW.
It's the same shit. I mean, we loved it. We wish it never fucking, shot itself in the foot and then stumbled, to an untimely death.
Yeah. Why are we?
Nice way to put it.
NBC, we're getting a replay of the Kentucky Derby and the Miz and Maurice being at the Kentucky Derby.
Does Maurice not look like belong? Yeah, like she's like, I'm with my people.
Well, yeah, Maurice is chef's kiss right there. She's one of the best imports from Canada we've taken.
Then see, there you go. I mean, you got Maurice.
That's not Brock Lesnar worthy. Let's not start there.
You got Jericho.
Let's not start that.
You got Jericho. We give you a couple.
You can have Jericho. You can have that. That ain't what I'm mad at.
No, we're trying to get rid of him.
Yeah, so are we. KJ, what if you have Reggie lose the mask, which he did on NXT?
He did.
Call back up and pair him as a tag team with Omos, or oh hell nah. That's twins more than Braun and Ricochet.
I almost like it. Like he comes out on fucking.
You almost like it. You almost like it. You don't almost like it. You almost like it. Adrenaline in my soul. Something. I'm gonna.
Here he comes again. The horn got dropped.
It hits, but he doesn't see it. Well, let's take a countdown. So when Brock shows up here, but this is how you're going to be going off or starting the top of the hour for Monday Night Raw. It's going to be there. Well, that's banking a lot on Cody. I feel of just Cody being the draw here. If you're going to have Cody, Finn, and Miz at the top of your hour.
Honestly, yeah, no, sorry, I completely agree, and it's a good choice, right? You tune in, you got the pyro going off, things are looking good. Man, that last match was a fucking dumpster fire. But
see, point ahead, looks smart.
Right? Cody Rhodes just has to dial it back. Like, if Cody Rhodes wasn't so dramatic, he'd be that much better. There's just like the funny shit, right? Like comes out and he even does like the little arm twist, like he's still selling the pack. Like,
but that's the thing, is that's why he's the new
Cena.
Love to hate him almost type of vibe. He's got that Cena, that Super Cena, that big dog Roman Reigns vibe, as we've got the match kicking off right now. So, folks, if you haven't done so, give us your prediction. Who you're taking, Miz, Finn Balor, or Cody Rhodes? As we're getting just entire run through of roll-ups here. Dark Order singing Cody's theme on BTE will forever be the best. Yes,
right.
It's the only way I know it.
Some people voted BTE as their favorite weekly wrestling show, so there you go.
Over Rampage.
Over everything.
Well, yeah. Well, those people are lost souls. That's when you pull the Hank Hill and we politely ask those people to leave.
Yeah, we should mark them on a map.
You need to be on a registry or something. There's something wrong with you. Something ain't right with that boy. Cody with the tope on the outside, or the suicide dive on the outside, as I broke KJ. As we're already back in the commercial break, because of course we've got to come back at the top of the hour, back into the action. Hopefully, maybe I feel like we might be looking at a Popeyes commercial at that point.
Back to commercial. What the fuck?
Yes, nothing against Cody. I have to go with Finn. Jason, I think most of us are. Just for the sake of Cody needs to stay away from this belt to save him and the championship. But Polo, I saw you. Ryan, I saw you earlier in the chat. I'm broken. I saw you as well. Richard's still kicking around. Edge is here. No, he's not. We're in commercial. Edge didn't show up. He's not going to just pop up when KJ was there. Just get ready.
Yeah.
We're gonna get the Brood KJ. You're just gonna come out here with the goblet of like Molson because you're from Canada.
Oh, there you go.
Put that up in the air. Maple syrup.
You should. Maple syrup, right? We're going back to the maple syrup.
It's
hockey pucks. Hockey pucks.
Well, didn't the Maple Leafs? Sorry, as we're in commercial, I'm kind of derailing this a bit, but didn't the Maple Leafs go down to? There was having a question of if they had a third goalie that they could use.
Luckily, the guy that they originally thought would be their number one ended up their number 3. So they lost their goalie last night. Not that was a much of a factor. So,
well, no, I watched the game and I was actually,
I
was kind of wondering along with a couple other people if this was, like if they were allowed to retain a third goalie, because you could have seen it where they went back to like when they had the Zamboni driver pop in.
The Zamboni guy would be the outcome, but no, in the playoffs you have your third goalie kicking around. So Murray was able to dress and sit on the bench. So, trying times, my friend.
Yeah. Simon is saying, I want a goblet of poutine. What? Ronnie says, Finn wins. Bobby's taking Cody. Richard's out here with the vitamins that he needs to put in rotation. He's taking Miz. Ray Phoenix versus Claudio. Don't make any sense. Do you agree, KJ and Nick? Well, don't even get us started with that. You can wait till Wednesday.
Double Jeopardy match. So if Claudio wins, him and a friend get a tag title match. And if Phoenix wins, he gets a title shot. I hate this whole beat the champion to get a title shot.
Well, and why do you have to have another stipulation on it? And why is your Ring of Honor champion featured super heavily in one of your prominent feuds on AEW?
Mm-hmm.
When you're supposed to have, even if you don't have a brand split between Collision, if that happens, and Dynamite, you at least should have a division between Ring of Honor and AEW. That's what you we're aiming for. But you need it. Somebody that's in your prominent feud featured in the main event scene every week of Ring of Honor. It's just there's layers upon layers of fuck-uppery with that.
It's complicated. And again, if you want to, it started by putting in. We don't need to get in all this. We are on a commercial break, folks, and we will be back to the triple threat match.
I am right now.
You buried it. And if you want to rebuild it, you got to do it properly. Doing all this crossover doesn't help.
Right. And of course, like I said, start at the top of the second hour right now for Monday Night Raw. We start off with a double drop kick from Cody Rhodes off the top rope.
Now that's well timed.
Well, and it's interesting though that these are the guys that you picked to have at the top of the hour. Like I said, if you could have had, honestly done. Well, no, that would have been too heavy if you had Cody, Seth, and Nakamura in there. But you could have had Finn, Nakamura, and Seth, and that's how you start the top of the hour. But then, it's Cody, so you got to have him where the eyes are going to be, right?
Yeah, you want Cody out there because he's a marquee guy for you right now.
No, Cody Cutter, sorry.
And like I said, I mean, if you're a longtime wrestling fan or a former casual fan, Miz has been around forever. Finn's kind of been around for for a cup of tea now. So, yeah, I'm okay with it. And I think, again, you got the crowd cheering. They're into it. Cody gets the big entrance. Here we go.
All right. Oh, that was a nice little segment there of Crossroads gets reversed going for the 1916 into a little pop-down up kick into the disaster knee. But Polo, Ryan's got a specific Canadian-specific question for you.
What's the best Canadian brew I can find in the U.S.? I don't even know what you all got. You
say your answer, and then I'll say mine. Picture your major domestic beers. That's what we get. Nothing super local. None of that. Double DDT from Miz onto Finn and Cody.
I'm such a bad shout at this one because I'm such a
Molson Triple X. Shout out to money because I swear to God, honestly, if I had to ultimately take a pick, that would be my pick. And that's partially because I think
really,
like my stepdad actually grew up, I think, really drinking that. Like that's where I,
fair enough.
doing the things you shouldn't be doing of the statute of limitations is up, right? So where you're sneaking a couple brewskis and everything
Just
like
between
that,
me
and
and
just
you.
grab what's in the fridge. That's not a bad shout at all.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of grew up a big Molson guy. Same reason, pops. Molson was always kicking around. Yeah, it's funny.
Trigger warning.
Some Crown Royal or some Canadian Club. Better
bet.
Well,
that's whiskey. You're getting into Canadian.
I know, like that's my bet. That's where I'm at.
Trigger warning, man. That belt is so beautiful. No, it's not. Don't be lying like that. You're better than that. This match has been good so far as well. Absolutely. Miz throws Finn into Cody. Skull crushing finale.
Up it
1, 2. Cody breaks it up. I would say, outlier Molson Triple X, but I'd say at least between the major two, Labatt over Molson.
Yeah.
I've had Labatt a bit more. It's a bit more of like, I feel like it's a better like Bud Light is to me Labatt, and Budweiser is Molson. It's the Canadian versions of the so. I know that it doesn't fully correlate, but you get what I'm saying.
I get where you're going. All I know is it's stronger than the American stuff.
Well, that ain't hard. The inebriatedest, the most I've ever been as Crossroads from Cody on the Finn that I've ever been was in Montreal, Canada. So.
I might actually, one of the drunkest I've ever been was in Montreal, Canada.
Well, you kind of live there. That ain't that fucking hard. Well, you live in Canada, so that's like a hot
right? No, but Montreal has a way to do that to you.
Right. Double Crossroads on the Miz.
It's like our Bangkok.
Pause.
Cody,
3 Crossroads.
How do you feel about him always doing multiple finishers?
1, 2.
Like, do you not?
Oh, there's Rocky Boy.
Yeah, look, the crowd sees him. The crowd's like, he's over here.
F5. Well, in the uniform of run-ins of you're wearing a black hoodie, like no one's gonna notice this.
Everyone's like, what? That's
gorilla of a human being with a giant gash in his forehead, just marauding all the way to the front of the ring.
And he's got a shiner.
Look he's got more than a shiner. This man's got Frankenstein stitches. Coup de grace! 3 Finn wins.
Finn wins. There you go. Finn Seth,
rematch of the Universal title.
There you go. We said it had to be Finn. So we're 2 for 2. Thank you for these very swervy triple threats there.
Oh, so swervy. But how do we feel that Brock and Cody is not over with? As we've got,
I'm good with it.
Brock F5 onto the table, through the table.
We knew it wasn't over. They left it. Everybody knew it was coming.
CJ
called it, but you have to give it. Yeah, you had to give us this story though. We're still going here, right? So,
yeah, Brock don't lose.
He looks jacked as shit though.
This is probably ultimate scary Brock Lesnar. A wounded, jacked as shit, just pissed off Brock Lesnar.
He looks leaner.
Well, but still, which is worse, just a smiley Brock Lesnar?
That's the creepiest
or
shit.
A wounded Brock Lesnar. Which is more terrifying?
The mic, are they going super loud or is the mic shit?
I don't know. What do you want to talk about, Cody? This is going to be good because we're going to get. I know we've had the whole talk about you can't post pictures of blood and everything like that. I feel like we're going to get a fucking slobber of a knocker match between Cody and Brock.
Yeah. This is going to lead to like a cage match or a Hell in a Cell or something ridiculous.
Last man standing, something.
Last man standing.
Brock's out here I want to talk about me. Want to talk about me. Want to talk about Bob. Want to talk about number one.
Cody is down. Like Brock is so intense, he's busting the fucking staples on his forehead.
Brock wants to talk about a fight. He looks Cody dead in the eyes, and now he's looking the camera dead in the eyes. This is scary.
This is good. He's foaming from
nightmare
the lips.
fuel.
For the people out there who said, I don't give a fuck what happens with Cody and Brock, no matter what. This is good. This is good. Shove it up your ass.
Well, this is one of those, if you just thought Brock was just shows up and wins and all of this is really good Brock. This is terrifying Brock.
Unbroken. I'm not going to click on your comment, but that's funny as shit, bro.
That is the worst of all possible
That's
options.
the one, yeah. Like
that is the alpha and the omega of options, but
what happened to Steve? Well, he went to Saskatoon during mating season.
Whoa, with a blonde wig.
Never came back. Tore him right up the middle. Anyway, this is gold. Absolute gold.
Snaps. Yes. When's the last time you've seen Brock snap like that?
Hey, Piercy.
See?
But look, he's got the black eye.
This is...
And he looks like
really good.
He looks disgruntled. He looks disheveled, like, you know, the fuzzy ponytail. Like,
well, and because it's Brock freaking Lesnar, so it's terrifying because you know what this man could still, even though he's still not fighting, probably couldn't pass a PED test if you gave him fake urine. That this man is still the alpha male of our species. He is fucking terrifying.
Brock looks at the world title, then laughs at Cody. We all knew. See,
hey, Brock can't challenge for a Roman. Remember, I mentioned that. What if Brock wins this at some point?
Now, this is like for all the haters that are going to shit on kind of this scenario. I don't think it's. You got to give it credit for what it is. That was a hell of a segment. Brock wasn't fucking around at all. It was convincing. You know, Cody's down and out as we go to commercial break. Dude, that was solid. Solid. And I'm okay with this story going on because, like you keep saying, hard times.
Right. It's hard times, baby. Trevor saying, good spot. Artist, what up, homie? I had to chime in. This Brock is the one. Chef's kiss. So see how
okay.
For you. Yeah, either way. He's a bad man. Like we said earlier, and I didn't know it was going to happen fully, honestly, but somebody going to get hurt real bad. And that man was Cody Rhodes.
Just the way, like, and you saw it because you're like, he could really do this, where he just has him by the head, like literally, just like I can do whatever I want with this human.
The best line that I've heard from Heyman of work or shoot. Brock Lesnar does what Brock Lesnar wants.
Yeah,
there is not anybody right now in WWE that if Brock decided he wanted to shoot, I feel that is legitimately going to stop Brock Lesnar. Right. I know Chris Jericho might think he can, and Brock might have been doing us a service if he took Chris Jericho out when that happened, but
Jericho, I don't even know how that got involved, but that Jericho's the equivalent of a toothpick for Mr. Brock.
Whoever's writing Brock is doing it right, solid since WrestleMania.
Yeah,
been solid since Cowboy Brock, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, like, I liked babyface Brock, and I know people again just like to be negative, but you know what? He came out with an attitude. He felt invested in what he was doing.
It was great. Yeah. I remember him being on the Pat McAfee show during that whole interview, and everybody popped when he's sitting there breaking the table and everything. People bought into Cowboy Brock, and it built up, and it worked for him versus Roman, and you had the tractor spot and everything, and then we kind of felt, all right, that's a tip of the cap. You know, Cowboy rides off into the sunset, and then he gets linked up with Cody after Cody's already got the loser WrestleMania stank on him.
Yeah.
So,
and again, for me, Nick, it's okay to know what's going to happen. I think sometimes the wrestling promotions try too hard to go, oh, everybody thinks this, so we're going to go this way. The art of it is give us, like in this case, we knew exactly what the outcome was, but get there in a good way. And that's what they did.
Sometimes we want to go with you on the journey. We just want you to make a good way to get there. We know where we're going on this journey. We just want to have a good way getting there.
Absolutely.
You can't keep trying to outwork the marks because guess what? The marks can't even agree amongst the marks. So you can't try and outsmart them because they all think every sort of possible way could happen. I'll just tell him to cut the shit and pin him. Why? Great promo. Only thing I like with Brock's segment, he didn't go overboard with attack. That is very true. Oh, it wasn't too over the top, too cartoonish. It was just, it looked, like I said, if Brock having some Cody like that by the neck and just looking dead stare into the camera with a fucking gash about as big as my
like fucking
pointer finger and a shiner is scary.
No, and I mean, again, I think for me, like you said, it wasn't cartoonish. It wasn't like F5, F5, F5. It was raw. It was rage. It was visceral. And like you said, this man split open. He's got a busted eye, and he legitimately is foaming from the lips, shaking this man like, holy fuck, he's gonna snap Cody's neck at any moment. You know what I mean?
This is the same man that speared Heath Herring as he was tumbling away after eating his lunchbox fist and everything. That's the thing, is people know what Brock Lesnar could do if Brock Lesnar wanted to do Brock Lesnar things.
No, exactly. With
Finn Sanity running wild 2-0. Don't forge foreman at the mouth. Why? Joe Black. Is white saliva caused by roids or something? Brock looks like he has rabies or something. No, it's just when dog's off the leash, you know, dog gonna bark.
Look at his face. Fuck. You would give him everything.
Nick, 100%. He did the MJ, and to me, it was personal. How Cody went for the pin, I knew someone was going to pull him.
Yeah, that leg just, accidentally just hanging out there.
But it is a little interesting, especially, though, how do you believe, though, that an alpha of a male like that, like a man the size of Brock Lesnar, just sneaks through because he's wearing a black hoodie? Like, no, motherfucker, I'll recognize that body shape anywhere. No one looks like that.
I don't know why he just didn't come out in the fucking tank top. Like you said, it's Brock. By the time he
just comes out bare chested and bare backed and just
this giant fucking dude next to me looks just like Lesnar. Like, what do you mean?
Right. I don't know who's sitting next to me, but I feel scared.
We're getting Cody.
I'm scared.
I'm scared.
Yes, Brock Lesnar is unhinged. Make sure to check under your bed at night to vote, folks, and make sure you look in your closet, sleep with a nightlight on to make sure the Brock Lesnar boogeyman doesn't show up in F5U.
Right. Folks, I will take a second. We got the commentary team here on Raw literally standing up because they have no table left. But I will remind everybody, we are the alternative commentary to all your favorite wrestling. We're here tomorrow for NXT Dynamite. Then we're coming back for Impact. We got the doubleheader on Friday. I don't know when the fuck Rampage is anymore. But folks, we're here more.
They don't know.
They don't know either.
Did it get canceled? It might have gotten canceled. Hopefully it got canceled.
Yeah, not yet. Just
not yet. But you're telling me you canceled the Dark Elevation, but left Rampage? What? You forgot something. Oh, I'm sorry, Tony Khan. You forgot Smoking Lab. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that an expensive piece?
You got really nice bread and a piece of shit in the middle. Like, we got to figure this out. You need to fix your wrestling sandwich.
Right. Speaking of being sandwiched, I got Rhea Ripley coming out right now.
Pause.
I don't want to pause. I mean, maybe pause for the cause. Enjoy it.
I would just, yeah. You heard the Rock news? This is a funny statement altogether.
What is the Rock news? Is that about a rock band? Is that about The Rock? Is it news that rocks? My mommy's here. Pause. That. I can't say nothing. I was almost as bad as there.
She made it clear that ass was Dom Dom. So.
Yeah, but I like Buddy Murphy's comment of he gets his name on it, but I get to touch it.
That's amazing, right? Is he not the most active Dom Dom ever?
There is a reason that Rhea Ripley was the number one pick for Monday Night Raw when they did the night 2 of the draft and everything. And when has it been more clear cut that a female competitor's one of the top, if not the top person in the company?
Was there more to that?
No, that was it.
Oh,
That
okay,
was
my
just
bad.
that was just me bigging up Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right.
I know
She's
I'm normally long-winded, but I cut it short.
it just sorry. I was kind of they showed a
You were
replay.
staring. I got you. I got you.
I zoned out. They showed a
You were
pin. Yeah,
mesmerized
shit.
by the mommy.
Did we mention we're live, folks? I can't help this shit.
Just a little bit.
Genuine reaction. No, she's on next level right now, dude. And she is heads and above. Oh, Dana Brooke. Speaking of heads above.
Look at this face. That was a Dark Knight voice. Splendid.
Right? It was perfect. It was so perfect. Look at this face.
Oh, it took me a minute. Vitamins. Oh, Dana Brooke's alive. That's good.
And she looks different. Not
the flex is a little bit smaller here. She kind of looks like she's gone through the Hogan thing here of, the gun show. The 24-inch pythons are more about maybe 20 centimeters.
Her face is so different.
See, I don't mind Dana Brooke. It's just, I'm sorry, dear, but you think you're better than you are right now.
I'm waiting for fucking basket case to start going on. Do you have that time? Anyway,
give us your predictions, folks. Who you have of Rhea Ripley or Dana Brooke, and why is it Rhea Ripley? As Dana Brooke just eats a headbutt.
Yeah.
But no, she looks to me
different,
stature-wise, smaller. I'm not knocking it.
I'm not knocking it. Am I wrong?
Well, no, I'm saying more of she used to do like the Raquel before Raquel did of the flex and everything like that, and now
she doesn't look as
jacked. The pythons aren't pythoning.
I feel like she doesn't look as jacked, and I feel like her face is different.
I don't know.
I know I'm not. I don't.
You can have
look, okay. I'm not
getting
on her
face.
What's that?
Dana on her fourth face.
Another face turn for Dana.
Right. Every face turn requires a different face. What?
The crowd is a little bit buzzy. We're okay.
She's flexing. Come on, you don't have the guns for that anymore. See, that's what I'm saying. It just it went away.
It's like her
catering will do that to you.
Did she go vegan?
Well, and even then, I don't dig out. Like the ring gear is a little different. She just fully they're jobbing her.
And this is sloppy.
24/7 champion. Put some respect on that name, huh?
Yeah, she elevated that title right to the trash.
All the way up into the trash bin.
And it didn't even make it. That's how elevated it was.
I tried.
Oh, we're getting the clover leaf.
The Texas Clover Leaf for the submission win by Rhea, and she's still walking around with the SmackDown Women's Championship. So
it's still blue.
And Dom out here with. I like that he's out here with a "She's My Mommy" shirt.
I like it.
Have they started to? Because you heard Michael Cole. I think might have been last week, to where he started referring to Dom and Rhea's boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, kind of.
Are they trying to do this?
Lady had Dom on her ass.
Dana's on Titus level. I like Titus.
We're going to get Zoe Starks.
Titus is better for what he did.
We're going to get Zoe Starks or somebody.
Because.
Feel it. We're getting an unnecessary beating. You know what that means. Music. Becky?
I can't run out there until my music hits. Natty! What the? Well, I mean, it's
Wait, what?
So, Natty coming out here.
Oh, why? Why?
Because you're going to build up Rhea. She's going to just run through the division. And I listen, let's not pretend like Natty hasn't had some work done, allegedly. So,
oh my God,
I'm a Barbie girl teams up with I'm a Barbie girl versus Hot Topic chick.
Did everyone get a discount at the local fucking surgeon? What happened?
The thoughts and opinions are those of KJ White and KJ White.
I'm waiting for her to try and rob the bank at Gotham City. I'm kidding.
Rhea is just still 100% this.
Just kick her.
But that's the thing, though, is that shows the level that Rhea's on. Of if you would have ran out Natty versus Bianca would you feel so visceral as to why is this happening? Rhea's
No, it'd
on a
probably be,
different
yeah,
level.
yeah. No, I see what you're saying for sure.
Yes, Nick, that's my point. They keep her off screen for off-screen ambassadorship.
I agree.
Yeah, but you need to be doing that even to do
Always.
that. No, like the most ambassadorship she's been doing is just praising people that clueless fans that bring a sign of hers to a show and then get it confiscated. That's really about it.
Yeah. Would we all admit though the last little bit here of the show has been a little more had a an uptick in the cadence, a little more kind of energy to it. We had the Brock shit happen, which was real good and fun. That was all right for a squash match leading to that. But why Natty? Why Natty? Just so she can beat her
they're
up?
on Raw. You've got to stay to the brand.
I'm okay with staying to the brand, but no one else on the brand. Natty, we're down to Natty.
Well, we've got Becky versus Trish. Who else is on the brand?
Press her lips to the fucking ring post. Match over. She can't get free. I double dog dare you.
Bro, all right. The thoughts and opinions are those and those alone.
All right. You know what? I'm getting testy here. So
yeah.
You know what? You talk to the peeps for a second. I'm gonna go mellow.
So Steve, the artist is just having it out with you. You two are just. You need to go into a corner and just talk it out here for a minute.
Listen,
Natty looks different too. Yeah, well, we talked about it.
Natty's going to be a Hall of Famer. She really is. She's a legend. It's just, again, we've been watching her for 25 fucking years. Like, take a rest.
How can I miss you if you never go away? Well, unfortunately, she's never had anything good to come back with. She had a gimmick to where she flatulated, and she had a moment to where, as KJ takes a pause here, he leaves me on talking about embarrassing Natty gimmicks. So, anyways, moving on, because I'm not going to get into that solo. But I've got Saxton. Hey, Saxton's still here too. I've got Saxton backstage. That's a lot of plastic. Well, the Barbie movie is coming out soon. But I've got Zoe Starks backstage right now. So, like I said, we're getting this new influx, a bit of talent and a bit of a refresh. And we're going to establish some of these people that got called up. And there's a reason that they got called up, and they're going to be, we're going to hopefully try and stay to what the fuck are we doing now? As Zoe Starks is her first feud is going to be with Nikki Cross, who's out there just doing this into the air out of nowhere here. I don't get why Zoe's just singling out Nikki here, but this feels like there should have been a digital exclusive or something. But we've got Zoe Starks calling out Nikki Cross for her first match on Monday Night Raw. So we are getting finally the long speculated, the often rumored Zoe Starks debut on Monday Night Raw. It just took her actually getting drafted there before we got it. But I've got Kevin Owens coming out right now, and I'm fitting that my Kevin Owens just, took a pause here. As I'm sure, yep, we're getting Sammy right now too. But so I don't know if we have them set up for a match, or are we gonna could we get, this is where we get the split of the titles here, if we have to acknowledge that there are different brands. I don't know. We got Bell Ring. And how do we feel about Sammy wearing both belts like that, of literally just the ultra high waist with both belts here? Did JD debut? No, he has not debuted yet. What? My baby Zoe. Yes, Ryan, I know you like Zoe. Zoe is what you set up. Yeah, but that's the thing, is you have time to build this stuff and everything. That's the whole situation of this. If you can't just, put the cart before the horse here, because Zoe still got a debut on Raw. You can't instantly, we all know what Zoe's about. We all know what JD's about, etc. But the casual, the regular, the guy that only tunes into Monday Night Raw, as some of you very well may be, don't know what has been going on in NXT. Christ, may not even know what's been going on SmackDown. The CJs, what? You have to explain that to me. But that's the thing, is you got to kind of build some of these people up here. Sammy KO for the win. Damien, you don't even know who they're facing. Only watch Raw. Fair enough. There you go. So apparently, if you didn't know, now CJ only watches Raw. But I don't even know who we've got Sammy and KO facing. But I mean, it's not a bad shout already taking them, in the match, whoever they're facing. Bobby, I'll be back. I'm fixing my summer. Well, you got the commercial break. You can have that. But how are we feeling so far? As we're already about an hour and a half into the Monday Night Raw, and we've had what? We've had 4 matches so far. If I'm remembering correctly? Yeah, we have had 4 matches. We had, 5. We had Rhea and Dana. We had the one triple threat. We had the second triple threat. We had Imperium. Oh, Imperium versus Sami Zayn. Is that what y'all are saying is up next? CJ out here just admitting fully that he only watches Raw. JD and Balor should not happen for a while. It should be teacher versus mentor when it comes to Balor versus Balor versus JD, because that's literally what it would be. People just instantly wanted to latch on to, JD can be in JD because JD, and they might have had too much JD while they were pitching that idea. I think you build up JD McDonough as a single star. Oh, Boston, let me know. So they must have announced that while I was on my pause for the cause. So we've got Sammy and KO versus the Imperium coming up next, versus Eichner and Wagner. Christ, I'm trying to remember between the mix between the gimmick names and their own names and all of that. But so let me know who you're taking, folks, in that tag team match. Zoe Stark Steve, no. Richard, no. Akeem, what up? I hope I said that right. But what up, homie? Other than Dana and Natty, it's solid so far. Fair enough. As we're getting the best blonde right now, in WWE on my screen of Tiffany Stratton, but to me, it started off slow. It's picked up. Oh, I forgot it. Christ, we got the whole Brock segment and everything. Yeah. JD helps Finn beat Seth. Oh, KJ, if that's what you're thinking, you can have that. But it's had an uptick, I feel, in the storytelling as far as going forward, and I think it helps it if they try and stay to the brand split of it, helps kind of bottleneck everything of, well, we only have these parameters to work within versus we can add so and so and so and so and so and so. Granted, I know it's Vince McMahon, so he can do that at any moment, but still, as I've got Imperium coming out right now, and is it fitting that they're on Monday Night Raw with now the switch from the black gear to the red gear? And wow, petty move by WWE number 1 as Christ, the man sucks so much. Kevin Patrick, he sucks so much I even forgot his name. On commentary points out how we've got a couple Europeans coming out here right now, and then WWE just rolls through a whole video package of them selling out their whole European house show tour. If that isn't in coincidence with all of the ticket sales for AEW and Wembley, I don't know what is. And I mean, it could just be a happy coincidence, but we're going to pick now of all times to not only point out how our house shows in Europe sell out. That's just a little bit interesting to me. But let me know who you're taking, folks, whether you're taking Sammy and KO, whether you're taking the Canadian Connection, or whether you're taking Imperium. That intro, yeah. Well, Gunther's Walter's theme song I had for the longest time. That's just something you can make work anywhere. But I've got Kaiser. That's what his name is, Ludwig Kaiser, I think. Yeah, Kaiser and Sami Zayn. I thought of Wagner and fucking Von Wagner, but I've got Kaiser and Sami Zayn locking up right now. But so if we were to split the tag team titles we've got different champions on different brands in the World Heavyweight division, and in the women's division, who would you be your choice for the SmackDown Tag Team Champion, or how would you do it? How would you split them up? Because I mean, we're working towards Night of Champions, and clearly Sammy's not going, and I'm assuming because Sammy's not going, KO's not going. I don't think he's gone yet, but we had a blind tag to Giovanni Vinci. I almost called him Fabian Eichner. So Giovanni Vinci versus Sami Zayn right now in the ring. I don't trust dudes with first names only, with only full names. Kevin Patrick, pick one, buddy. Fair enough. No, this is Patrick. Zoe Starks for the win. Curtis, Zoe is not fighting right now. We've got a tag team match right now. Like I said, between the Canadian Connection, your undisputed tag team champions, KO and Sami Zayn versus Imperium. Was just thinking how Katana Chance and Samantha Irvine coexist. One is Ricochet's former and current girlfriend. I mean, Kenny, you can have that. That ain't what I'm mad at. I mean, I feel like they've made it work. But that's neither here nor there. Oh, KO is trying to get at Kaiser here. So he starts for the win. Again, she's not in the match. The crowd is kind of quiet. Wow. Oh, that was a little sloppy. That was like a baseball slide drop kick into a drive-by. As we go into commercial break, I think it was a little bit of, there hasn't been a lot of build for this. And Imperium's just kind of constantly gone through side pieces of the titles aren't on the line. There's nothing that I think is really up at stake here, I would say.
Yeah, I think the crowd's just waiting for the moments to pop, right? Like they're waiting for those pop moments. Eichner obviously botches the drive-by, but we're back in a commercial. That's a problem is the fans at home. There's been
I was going to say, well, speaking of drive-bys, how you doing, sir?
Hi. How's it going?
The world like KO with Sammy, but I think we all realize we want and need KO as a heel.
In time, not yet. We're so fit.
I said for the longest time of this whole thing of they get the tag team championships and then they kind of they work together and they have a falling apart, and then especially at WrestleMania 40, say a night one main event, Sammy versus KO in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Oh, you're telling me that's not a spicy meatball?
Yeah, it's too soon. Like, why were you talking about them breaking up already? Right? KO's just got that chip on his shoulder.
I'm talking about a year from now. What the fuck?
Oh no, I'm talking about the chat. I'm talking the chat.
Oh.
Not everything's about you.
Why isn't it?
Ricochet, a player.
Holla, holla, holla.
We need Zoe Starks versus Beth Phoenix next week. All right.
No, we don't. We need Rhea Ripley versus Beth Phoenix at Night of Champions. Unless we get at Night of Champions, is that where we get the split, the unification, the title for title, what have you? Yes, he's not a player. I just crushed it a lot.
Well played.
I love that. Just 10 on 10. But at Night of Champions, could that be where we get the Bianca versus Rhea match? Because I think we are still owed a Beth Phoenix versus Rhea Ripley singles match at some point. Maybe that's SummerSlam. Maybe at SummerSlam. Okay. But I mean, could we do Bianca versus Rhea? Like, I don't know how we get out of that. Who's your what?
Anyway, I really don't.
Run it back.
I was gonna say. I said like
I got caught up in the field of cranberries. Run it back. A commercial break caught mine.
I thought you asked about the idea that Bianca and Rhea meeting at Night of Champions.
Yes, I did.
So to me, I just don't. If they go into it that way, how do they get out of it and make it work? If you dissolve it.
They just shake hands at the end and just trade belts.
Yeah, it's a tie. Tie goes. Here we go.
Right. It's a majority draw. What about me? What about Big Nick? Quote the Raven. What?
Quote the what? Nevermore.
Yeah, nevermore, nevermore. Or no, this is just when I think of the infamous Raven clip after he exposes that he actually comes from like a wealthy family.
Yeah.
What a mark.
What a mark. I really don't need another Sammy KO feud. Let them lose the titles and go their separate ways without clashing. Let's see some new
say
feud.
That now, give it a couple months.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're building towards Mania, I mean, it's one of those things that we're always going to kind of circle back to. They're all always going to be interconnected, and I would argue we almost get the best of them when they're together in some way or another.
Oh, absolutely. They are the best of friends. They are the blurst of friends. 100%. Oh, tagging a KO. Got KO on Kaiser action.
Yeah. Natalia versus Ripley. Yeah, see, they send Natty over because, again, Natty will give a good, solid, conservative match.
But I will say this, as we have Austin Theory, who's also holds the U.S. title right now into this. Why is Gunther not in the tournament for this? Why is Kevin Owens not in the tournament for this? Could you imagine if Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn were in for this? If you sat there and did an actual Raw tournament, look at the players you could actually use.
Oh, big back body drop. Yeah, no, I don't like Theory being in there. I don't want Gunther in there. I don't want the tag champs in there. I don't want anybody going, I don't think Theory was a good choice. I think it feels so Vincey. But other than that, I don't want to go the other way. Gunther's doing his own thing. You got to build up the IC title. Keep it built up.
Sorry for my tardiness, but I diamond cutter that like button. Kicks, what up? No, 100%. We fully support and fully appreciate anybody that's been here, whether you've been here for 5 minutes, 5 years, Christ. You've been on here with our 12-hour streams, all that, whether you just pop it in. Be your friend, tell a friend.
Better late than never. Oh,
exactly.
Swanton!
Poutine bomb from Kevin Owens.
Oh, okay. So you.
Oh, I got the replay. I've got.
I'm getting the replay of the.
I've got Kaiser tagging into Vinci right now. Jake, what up? Be a friend, tell a friend. Speaking of which, go and check out our Discord and everything. Go and Jake's always out there, letting us know of everything that the dirt sheets are saying, whether it be Meltzer, whether it be Sean Ross Sapp, even if we don't agree and at times question about the credibility of Meltzer. Jake's always letting us know in the Discord. Why?
When did Gunther get married? He just started dating. Hey, it wasn't my turn to watch him.
I don't know. I saw some people saying that it looked like it was like two supervillains, like celebrating that they just killed Superman and everything when they were out there, laughing.
I love seeing that guy laughing and dancing. It has that ominous of just sees that general.
He looks like he should be saying Hail Hydra or something when he comes out.
Yeah, right. And then there he is smiling, having a good time. So it's even oh shit, this guy's a sociopath.
He's very much he's that Brock Lesnar effect of whether he's smiling or intimidating face. He's scary either way.
Last weekend, who do you think will? Oh,
sorry. Who do you think will face Gunther first for the IC title? Ooh, interesting question.
Coming out of this draft, it's your guess is as good as mine on this one.
I gotta roll through super kick, stunner, and then blind tag from Sammy. Helluva kick. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And Sammy and KO pick up the win, and we win points in fantasy.
Good match.
Everything so far on Raw, for the most part, I would say that maybe the second match has been a good match.
Good energy in the building. Overall, we're getting not bad. I'm enjoying it. It's
the hangover from Backlash because, like I said, that shit was electrifying. If I won't lie, there there are so many moments from that you can go back and watch and still put on now, and you feel good about.
That is a shout and a half, Mark.
Oh,
it makes sense. It fits.
Super good. Winner gets to use red. Speaking of red, we've got the complaint department, and 100% they are the complaint department right now. They're trying to get everybody to go around and sign a petition.
Okay.
They got
Xia
Li, who's looking the best she's ever looked. Oh, we've got the Way reunion, and we've heard that was speculated.
Oh, get out of the way. I'm not happy.
Just, you need to go away, get out of the way. Hey, what do you say? Let's go play by the bay. Maybe make some clay.
Where's Dexter anyway?
Indy looks like she might eat some hay.
What?
There's you. See, speak of Dexy, and he shall appear. So we've got the Way fully. And
so we're gonna get the complaint part. Sorry.
No, I was just saying how Dexy gave the thumbs down.
Thumbs down. The complaint department against the Way.
Oh, I like that. That's gonna get all the wokeness upset. Don't listen to her. You're fine the way you are, not smiling.
He is smiling.
Unlike Dexter, you should give us a thumbs up. Hit that like button. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Tell everybody that you know. We're still rolling through. We're about a quarter of the way through, or quarter of the way till the
Crazy Nikki.
Yeah, we got Crazy Nikki. More Scots women for you to love. Yeah, you can't even deny it. You got that man stuck because he couldn't deny it.
In Scotland, you just call her Nikki.
Right.
Oh, there's Nikki. She's just like Lisa Marie.
Right.
Oh, fuck.
I'm glad Cody didn't win the tournament. Thank goodness. Yeah, thanks.
I'm dying for this. Dying for this.
Well, EY's been under contract for God knows how long, and they just were like, you can just sit there. We're fine.
Sanity taking out the Way's not a bad show. Like going after that Way. Like if we're gonna bring the Way back.
If we're gonna go way back and bring back Sanity, I'm fine if they get rid of this of the Way, and that's the little kind of feud that we built up here.
Okay.
That's a good mid-cardy, under mid-cardy feud, I would say, on Monday Night Raw. Takes a lot of work to get there, but you could do it if you wanted to. I don't think they do, though.
No. Zoe Starks for the win. So, folks, get your predictions in. Zoe Starks is taking on Crazy Nikki. Zoe Starks' main roster debut.
I like this. Was Xia Li even mentioned in the draft? No.
She's not even a
free agent. They forgot about her. Same like R-Truth.
Poor R-Truth. Poor R-Truth.
They could have done with such a moment, even if he came out there in a damn wheelchair or whatever. I'm the next pick in the NFL draft. Well, Truth, this is the WWE draft. You serious?
Right.
Yeah. Damn. And then he just like saunters off. Like you could have done something there.
Mm-hmm.
He's just comedic gold, regardless of he's somebody, honestly, you could put on a commentary, a backstage.
Put him on commentary.
Like, he needs to be on screen even when he's done in the ring.
Yeah, honestly. I like that. Like if you had him on a pre-show panel or give me R-Truth and Corey Graves over what I'm getting right now.
Well, that's kind of how is that a little bit what we are? Why?
Yeah.
Well, no, I was just going to say, so you're Corey Graves and I'm R-Truth. Why?
You want to be R-Truth? Okay. Yeah. I'll be Corey.
I'll talk to the little Jimmy.
I mean, I got the art. We're good.
Yeah.
We will see Mayor Jacobs this SmackDown.
I hope not. I
don't think so. He's got a lot of baggage right now.
I was the biggest Kane fan, and I mean the biggest. Like I dressed up as Kane for Halloween, as wearing commercial break.
Nice.
But I literally, there's pictures of me floating around to where I dressed up as Kane for Halloween. I 100% was the biggest Kane mark, and to see how Mayor Jacobs has been makes you question a lot of decisions you had as a kid.
That big red machine, eh?
The big red machine just changed reds, I guess.
All right.
Became the other big red machine.
There
Our
you go.
true
Trevor's with
commentary,
us.
I'm for it. Absolutely.
He'd be funny because you get to fuck up people's names and then like
He
screw up
would
the
be tagged
stipulation.
on Dark and everything, which is going to be the biggest thing you miss about Dark and Dark Elevation is
Yeah.
Taz out there with, I digress and, destination. Oh, no. Ruby. Seeing Taz sing Ruby's intro and everything.
Yeah, that's what they
you
should
miss
get to
about-
on Dynamite.
Yeah, it would make Dynamite interesting, or at least Rampage.
Sounded
You could at
in general.
least do Rampage with him.
Mm-hmm. Taz and JR would be perfectly fine.
It'd be him and fucking Joey Styles 2.0.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Am I wrong?
Not really. I lit my couch on fire every Monday night as a Kane fan. Went through a lot of
No, you have to light a JR on fire.
right.
Congratulations to Bautista for the #1 movie worldwide.
Question.
When did they do that for The Rock? I did
Well,
it for The Rock. I did it.
Usually The Rock shows up when he has a #1 movie. I did it for The Rock.
But does this mean Batista Hall of Fame class 2024 at that point? 2024.
I was surprised he wasn't in this one, to be honest.
True say.
To be honest. How do we
Right.
feel about Dave Batista going out and piercing his nose at 55 years old?
Listen, if you want to tell him
I'm
what
not
to
telling
do,
him. I'm not telling him.
right? I'm not telling him.
You know.
If you want to do it, you can have that. That ain't even what I'm mad at.
I agree, man. And I found it funny. Like I saw him on an interview and he's all tatted up and he's got the nose piercing. I'm like, how did Dave get cooler as he got older?
He kind of started off kind of old. He had the DDP thing going on.
Yeah, a little bit.
And honestly, Batista is just bald Jason Momoa. Let's be honest here. Of as much as women crush over Jason Momoa, if you're into bald dudes, you do it with Batista. Pause.
I'll take your word for it.
Right. We're going to replay a Backlash as I've just made a fool of myself. R-Truth doing anything would be great. Yes.
Yes.
I will take R-Truth as ring announcer. Yes.
Now, quickly, just go ahead.
I was just going to say, that's when you just need to pull in the LA night of just, yeah. Roman Reigns returns this week on Friday Night SmackDown. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yes, Roman has to address the family issues, but they got a W, much to my surprise.
What were you going to say, though? I feel like I cut you off.
Oh, I think I was going to ask, or I was going to say they were giving us the recap of the 6-man tag with the Bloodline last night or on Saturday, and obviously people made a big stink about, Solo grabbing Jay. But one of the things that I took away from the Backlash show was, my God, are they selling that spike? Are they selling everything they should be with Solo? Like, did you see Riddle and Sammy, I believe, took the spike? But like, they exploded off it.
Exactly. It's like Umenga.
Yeah, it's the bulldozer. It's amazing.
Oh, and fitting that we've got Regal backstage, and now we've got, the cousin of Umenga out there doing the Samoan spike. 100%. That is the most devastating move. That is the I keep talking about it being like the Sopranos. That's your getting, the double tap to the back of the head of, that's your getting your whacked out of the Mafia. Pause. As I said that, pause. Well, we've got Zoe Starks and Nikki Cross kicking off right now. So let us know who you're taking. I think we're both taking. Are you going Nikki because of Scotland, or are you taking Zoe?
No, I gotta go Zoe. Zoe's gonna look like a badass.
Zoe 101. It's Zoe 101 up.
Zoe 101, folks. I don't think she's gonna lose her debut. I mean, we've seen other people get called up and take a roll up in their first match. So if you think that, let me know. But I don't.
Well, she didn't come up. She didn't come out here in any sort of like Viking / gimp gear or anything.
Yeah, right.
Like so she's doing well so far.
Did they blunder up a little though?
I don't know. They just highlighted her gear more. She used to come out here and kind of
like the black leather. Yeah.
Yeah, or just like one collar gear if she's out here in the
Yeah, they got her a little more
limeade
dialed up.
color gear.
But she's outstanding. She's athletic. She gets it. She's got a presence. Even there, she lands the move. She takes the time to milk the crowd a little.
She's 100% somebody that a main event, WWE main event women's roster needs.
Yeah, I like it.
Even if she's not going to be the champion, she is going to be a credible opponent going towards the championship. Yep. She's what Natty was about 10 years ago.
She looked, yeah, no, I agree with you. She looks very comfortable. But yeah, Nick, this is good. This is good for this division.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Like how we instantly had people when Natty and was out and Dana Brooke was in the match with Rhea. People were saying, no, it should be Zoe and Rhea. We're gonna get there. Just let us get there.
Yeah, no, we're gonna get there. No, this one I'm gonna Google this shit because this is twice it came up, and this can't be the Rock-a-Con thing. Did you hear this?
What are you talking about now?
Sorry, Unbroken here says the Rock gonna lay low for a while.
I was so on Sunday. I know we took a pause for the cause because there wasn't really much happening in the world of wrestling, oddly enough, that day. But yeah, no, I was outside grilling with the neighbors and everything like that. And that lawsuit literally got brought up about The Rock stepping away from being in the Pirates of the Caribbean, I guess, or whatever. Zoe went a 3 count on Nikki, and quicker than a hiccup, Zoe picks up the win. But yeah, because of Rock-a-Con, because of Shaka-Con, that The Rock's now out there floating in the wind, the same as Home Depot, the FBI, the New York Police Department, Jim Cornette, Vince Russo, Kurt Angle, etc., etc., etc.
It's over.
Yes.
Nikki is over.
And I like that.
There's no way this is actually affecting. Like, if he stepped away from Pirates, it has nothing to do with Rock-a-Con.
Oh, no. It's one of those of when you're... Listen, Dwayne's not been cooking for a hot minute here.
Nobody's
the vapors is all that you smell of what The Rock's been cooking here lately. So when you have any bit of thing, and I do mean any bit of thing going on, they're gonna say you can have that evil what I'm mad at, and say thank you, have a nice day. I mean, the man killed the DCU. The man got just blew up everything DC was doing because of Black Adam. So
wait, am I wrong? Now maybe someone else can correct me. So I'm not.
What the fuck? Why don't you show her some respect when mommy's talking? Is Damien with the bowl cut mullets?
Oh shit!
Giving it to Zawa and Xavier Woods.
Yeah, but Dom versus Woods is pretty all right.
Sorry, Dom right now, though, he looks like he's the fucking kid of like, I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew and everything. Like, that's the bowl cuttest of mullets.
Yeah.
Ever. That is the Kentuckiest of Kentucky waterfall.
He's got a Lloyd Christmas in the front and a fucking waterfall in the back.
Exactly. That man is red neck right now.
Mm.
Oh.
Where did Tozawa go? Missing.
I don't know, but I've got Trish with the missing tank top, and have I ever?
Oh my god!
I have never wanted a restaurant to be like Hooters and just be called Missing ever more in my life right now.
Yeah, folks. So Trish is up next. We're looking.
Hey, honey, where are you? I'm missing. Call help. I'm missing.
Yeah. So we're gonna get some Trish, and most likely Becky's gonna be returning in the next segment or two. So that shall be interesting.
Return,
However, based on that T-shirt, I hope she never comes back. I hope she's missing for a long time. Sorry, Bex. I love you. But
it's not a milk carton. If it was on a milk carton, I'd watch it back sooner. But man, it's on a fucking T-shirt. So
if they had adopted this over milk cartons, more kids would have been found.
More kids would have been found sooner.
Fucking A.
10 on 10 facts from that man right there.
And this year we have found 100% of all children who have gone missing.
Fucking the missing child rates just gone through the foul rates soared through the roof. What happened? Chris Stratus wore them on a t-shirt.
Tom got a Tupperware haircut. He skipped the bowl.
Yes,
that's right.
10 on 10.
Trish, bring out
Where's Jerry the King Lawler?
Woof.
No, he couldn't do that because of his cardiac conditions. He'd be out here, he'd be Elizabeth. Trish, it's the big one.
Right. Dom wearing that t-shirt is ridiculous. I mean, he really is the most passive Dom in the world. It's ironic, and we like it.
Right. Instead of it's provocative, it's ironic. No one knows what it means, but it gets the people going.
Oh, there you go. Richard Jr. back with another, but this one might actually be closer to facts at this point. The Judgment Day
versus Judgment Day feud confirmed. I knew it. What?
A day-on-day feud.
Oh, Wrestling for Life universe. Don't you dare be sour.
Big E come back.
That subscribe button.
We are in a commercial break. Speaking of Trish Stratus, I'm getting a commercial for Canada's Got Talent.
I was going to say, speaking of Stratus judges.
Pause. Pardon. Wait, what? Indy Hartwell stops the lawsuit. Recycle this mess.
But she's not. Who's she suing? You mean Raka Khan?
Raka Khan. Yeah, no, let's go back to that real quick because we kind of got sidetracked. But as far as I understand it, there was like 49 pages of defendants. And am I misreading
this? Some of them have been repeated multiple times, by the way.
Okay, so I understood this lawsuit to be completely fantastical. But now you got people reporting that this lawsuit is preventing The Rock from, like, that can't be true.
But understand though, we are where we are, and we hope to be where they are from where we are.
Dale explains it perfectly, actually.
I'm trying to say it nicely. I get you. Well, it's not Disney. I think it's Universal, actually. But when it gets to companies like that, of them making a shift on anything is like trying to move the Titanic in a kiddie pool. So for them, they'd rather just take the hit and just not deal with it. They'd Mr. Miyagi wax on, wax off that shit. Then actually try and stick up for it.
Sorry, 1 second, Nick. Everyone out there, you're still getting the channel accordingly. Like our streaming and the chat still functioning proper on your end, guys? If I could get some thumbs up in the chat for that, just to confirm, it looks okay on my front end here, but I did have a bit of a technical glitch for a second. So if you all give me a thumbs up that everything's running the way it should, that'd be awesome.
I have our YouTube and us up, and like they already says y'all good. So I think it might just be blame Canada.
You know, Moose ran into a fucking one of our
was it Moose from DNA or was it just a Moose?
I mean, technically he's Canadian, right? Because he's Moose.
You can't claim a species of animal.
Oh, okay.
You already got the loon. You named your money off of it. You can't start claiming species of animal.
I think the Canadian goose is the most lucrative Canadian animal, but hey.
That's good because we don't fucking want them here.
They shit everywhere, man.
Exactly. Fact. As someone who lived on the border, you can have that. Not even what I'm mad at.
Time to rock and roll.
Oh. Right. Now you spinning. What? What's going on? What up, Heather? And we're back.
I think Trish legitimately sets the record of being like my dream girl from the age of 16 to like fucking now. Like, what the hell?
The one that got away.
Like all the other, like, you know, as you grow up, you're you know, those childhood crushes kind of change and fade. She's still banging. What are we gonna do?
I mean, it's Britney, bitch. I don't. I mean, well, you're out there, like.
But we're getting a recap of the turn.
Whoa, Trish Stratus, yes, yeah. Oh no, she's unlike a lot of, I'll say, professional wrestlers, she's aged like fine wine.
Yeah, you know what? And I was really curious why she got drafted. I still don't think she should have got drafted, but it looks like she's hanging around for it.
See, she's Canadian whiskey. She only gets better with age. What?
True.
Oh, and trust me, I'd give her a stiff drink. Pause.
So Trish is talking to Kevin.
Becky
And Kevin,
Lynch is missing. We're doing a PSA, folks. If you have seen Becky Lynch, if you have seen Rebecca Quinn, if you have seen any ginger Irish woman,
Rebecca Quinn and the Joker,
right? You can report it to the Wrestling for Life Network by hitting that subscribe button, hitting that like button, hitting that bell notification. You can report any sighting on Becky Lynch, and it will help bring her home to Monday Night Raw.
Breaking news: Kevin Patrick just pissed himself.
What?
Trish spoke to him. Do you see his face? Woo. Anyway, back to the point. Yeah, so Trish is highly concerned about Becky.
Someone needs to change Kevin Patrick's nappy. What?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm a big kid now. I remember puberty too, Kevin. Corey is one of Trish's tools. Oh my.
What?
What? Like wine. Yeah.
All right. So Trish is, we assume Becky's going to show up, right?
Oh, she has to. This is, like I said, we talked about a surprise return that could happen tonight and everything. That could be one, allegedly, of, even though she's been gone for 2 weeks. Yup. Oh. And Trish, sell it for longer than a split second of this. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, bitch.
Fair enough.
I'll give her that. That was good. You should have seen your faces. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Okay.
Damn, she out here with them thigh-high boots. How you doing?
People are going to shit on this whole promo, but it's been my favorite part of the show.
I haven't heard a real word of this.
Wait, watch out for someone in the Blackwood, Trish.
This is fucking the Jungle Book of I Am Mowgli. I'm just hypnotized by the fucking python right now.
Right. Done with the man gimmick. Yeah, they kind of let that go and then tried to bring it back. It's never good when you do that. So
no, the man gimmick is good.
Okay.
When you book it right, I dig the man gimmick.
Okay.
It's not here. Oh, this is where she's gonna pull out with the black hoodie. Much like Brock Lesnar. Is that just the routine gear of thank you for sneaking into WWE? Here's the black hoodie.
It's the dumbest shit. I don't know. I've gone through some security checks at shows, and they generally, can you take your hood down?
Oh, see, I like this. The music pops, and again, Trish is like, oh no, the joke's done. And then Becky's just walking up behind her. Man of the masses. I dig it.
Okay.
You're Canadian. You can have Trish.
Rebecca Quinn is back. Looking great. Man of the masses. She looks like she's thinned out quite a bit too.
Well, this is still, though, it goes back to where you
sorry,
show up and they look that they could actually whoop some fucking ass instead of just you're here because you have tits and ass.
What?
What?
Oh, Exploder. Sorry, catching up. Great show tonight. We're having fun.
Right. Trish, yes, he's out there saying, mi amor, mi amor. Whoa, beso.
All right, so Damien agreeing with you on the man.
I like the man gimmick.
Rumors are Becky having a new look. Kind of. Oh, she's the man.
The new look of she doesn't come out looking like Lady Gaga? What?
Yeah, a little less Gaga, a little more man.
A little less Gaga, a little more rock and roll. What?
Right.
Once
Okay.
you had a baby, the man gimmick is done.
Why?
That's not
That's
right.
not fair. You go have a baby.
Right. You can have that. Not even what I'm mad at.
Like, that's not fair. That's not fair. Why did she stop being the man because she had a baby? It might make her more of a man.
Right.
Well,
You
never mind.
fucking do that and let me know how fucking well you feel afterwards, asshole.
Trish Stratus might have backup. We'll see.
The complaint department. That's what you do. You just make a Karen squad.
A Karen squad. That might work though. Fits well. It's kind of like
heals.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got Cody healing to his wounds, and of course, though, we've got to have Sammy and KO. Why do you give a shit about Cody right now, though? Honestly, if you're Sammy and KO, why do I give a shit about you?
It's just a gathering of baby faces,
right?
KO
is the man of the masses.
Yeah.
Nick more gaga than lady. I might be more gaga than lady. I'll give you that.
Trevor, that's touchy. Yeah, I see where we were going with that.
Touchy, feely. Pause.
LW1 crew should have closed the show at Backlash, Nick.
Yes, they should have. As I've got Xavier Woods coming out right now, and I think I'm going to...
Yeah, leave me with the New Day. Oh, there you go. Nick is grabbing a pause for the cause. I got it.
It's a new day. Don't you dare be sour. Subscribe to your favorite wrestling podcast, your favorite wrestling channel.
His exit killed me, guys. His exit was the best. He was just like, and off. No, Big Nick is going to grab a pause. Thank you for being here on a Monday night. We are heading back into a commercial. We're getting a surprise matchup with Xavier Woods taking on Dominic Mysterio. So little Dom going to take on one of the members of the New Day. Could we get Kofi back? Is Kofi in the neighborhood of being okay? I know last we haven't heard much about Big E. He was getting his updates in and around the week after WrestleMania. But I know it's been very touch and go, a very difficult injury, and I can imagine what it's been like for him. But he seems like he's doing pretty good. He's in good spirits. So who knows? Who knows what we get tonight? Got that one. I'm down for Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus at Night of Champions. Yeah, I think it works well. Yeah, Trish is Trish. Her little promo there, it did what it was supposed to do, guys. I know some people are going to be hypercritical because they love shitting on the WWE, but it was all right. And I mean, she had her little ruse, then played the, oh my God, I can't believe it. We knew it was going to happen. She begged for it, so it was pretty obvious. Again, give the fans what they want. Becky shows up from behind, and that first little right hook that she threw right on the button, and it was, here we go. We'll get a decent match at Night of Champions. And again, anytime we head into these Saudi shows or the overseas shows, the international shows, you always look for that marquee value, right? We just saw it. Puerto Rico, get us Bad Bunny, get us Zelina. So they do very gear the audience. That's where Indusher could be a surprising impact over the next little bit, you know, as we head towards Saudi Arabia. Plus, I mean, them coming up, these are three big men that could have an impact. But, yeah, we'll see where it goes. Sign me up. There you go. Lady Gaga's guy. Unbroken. There you go. I got to read these before I click them. Woods for the W. Yes, we will take a prediction, folks. Who you taking? Who you got? We got lots going on. But Woods, you're taking Woods for her. I got Dom. Dom's going to win. Dom's been pure heat. I think he takes the W. Dom for the win. Dom for the win. Kofi Mania, baby. It's been a minute, but we could see him return. KJ, who pause is Nick grabbing? That's between him and the pause that he grabs, I suppose. Pause. Wait, it's only 10 o'clock. This has been a long night. Somebody needs to get some protein in the catering for the ladies. Artists, I think that trailed off at the end where I don't know if I should have clicked on it, but yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. But it's been a good night. I don't know if you guys are feeling the way I'm feeling, but the vibe, the energy's been decent. The crowd's been good. Some good pops. There's okay for a Monday Night Raw. Not too shabby. Woods would make a great commentator. Yeah, I think Woods just got a natural charisma. I think Woods, out of all the members in the New Day, we haven't got a lot of solo Woods. And I think I'd be okay with it. I think Woods could be a very irritating, get under your skin, chicken shit heel, or he could be kind of the bubbly baby face. I kind of like him as a heel more, but we haven't got a lot of solo Woods. We've got Kofi Mania. Big E's got a title. And I'm not saying that Woods should win a title, but maybe, you know, an IC title, that kind of thing. I think the guy's talented. I do. I'm glad, man. I'm glad. Why cry for days after labor? What is happening? Let's go down to someone sensible. I think because of his YouTube channel, we will never see Woods heel change. Yeah, to me, that's silly, right? Because everybody kind of blubbers now about, oh, it's, you know, it's fake, it's fake, it's fake. We know it's acting. We know it's this. But, you know, wrestling still walks a funny line where because of the way it's presented, you can be too offensive. You can be too graphic. You can be too this, too that. And when you start connecting them to the outside functions, it seems silly, right? Like people are going to stop tuning into Woods' show on YouTube because he plays a heel on the, I don't know. It's tough. Tough. Woods would make a great commentator. Got that one. Dom for the win. Wouldn't be mad if Dom wins, though it'll be a good match. Yeah, I'm really intrigued by this. It kind of came out of left field, but it should be an outstanding match. And the crowd, guys, you just got to listen to the crowd. It is loud. It is pumped. The boos. She's my mommy. I love it. It's hilarious. I think I got that one. Dom will win, but Kofi versus Finn would be a WrestleMania moment. Not bad, not bad. Depends, but we could definitely see some of that maybe heading. The booing. People are severely unhappy. Good old Consequences Creed. Amen. Woods has played heel in Impact. Yeah. Now, keep in mind, the New Day were heels, right? Don't forget that. They were really fucking annoying heels for a long time, guys. Won a lot of matches by cheating. Originally, you know, Francesca was to add to his heel to make him more irritating, more annoying, and then it kind of worked out the other way. All right, ding, ding, ding. If you haven't got your prediction in, make sure you get it in now. But we got Xavier Woods. We got Dom Mysterio. Ready to go. Back in TNA, true story. New Hurt Business, Lashley, Big E, Moose, revamped Reggie, MVP, and Omos. I don't know about revamped Reggie. Moose obviously belongs to another company, but who knows? Big E, that's a lot. That's Larry, that's fantasy level booking. But how would it not dominate? Minus maybe Reggie. All right. So right now we got some transitions going on. Woods working that ankle. Dom grabbing that rope. I won't lie. I personally stand a bit for Austin Creed. Are we eventually to get Dominic versus Rey Mysterio 2? I think if you ever do it again, Damian, maybe something like a WrestleMania 40. But I really do think you do Mask versus career. Like, I think it's like career. Sorry, I don't know what Dom would put up, but you put Ray's career on the line. And part of that is Dom takes his mask. Kid's already got nuclear heat. What better way to send Ray into the sunset? His son takes the mask for the longest time. He uses it as that irritating trophy. Pretends like he's Owen Hart with the slammy, right? But I don't see it for a while. Rusev Day needs to ride again in WWE. The crowd would pop hard. Oh my God. Now we do have Aiden English down in Impact doing commentary. Great commentator, by the way. And then you have Rusev MIA. So yeah, they would be a huge pop though, especially if that's how it started with just Aiden walking out with the mic. Start singing before you see him. Whoa. Woods taking out Dom. Rusev Day, holy shit, I forgot about that. That was gold. Yeah, it was one of those things that got over when it wasn't supposed to, so it never really got legs, but man, was it good. And I feel bad for Miro. Miro is a guy that seems to just got all the tools. I like what he brings to the table. He's entertaining. He can be funny, and he's just kind of been mishandled at times. Oh, Dom dumping Woods to the floor, hitting his face off the ring stairs, Rhea laughing, and I feel like this is a commercial spot. And I would be right. All right, folks, we are in another commercial break as the night rolls on. I know we bitch about the commercials, but it just feels like there's been a lot of them. Career versus career, if you wanted to do it that way. I hesitated because I'm like, he's so young. Mask versus mullet. There you go. Ding, ding. Survey says number 1. Moose, Kenny King, Shelton, Omos, Lashley, MVP. There you go. Stacking them. Kenny King, super underrated. He's finding his way at times. Like, he's had good runs with Ring of Honor. He's done well with Impact, but a very underrated guy. I want to see Moose somewhere else. No offense to Impact, but I would love to see Moose show up on a Raw or a SmackDown and kind of go toe-to-toe with some of the big boys. I think I feel like he kind of outgrew. He had that really good title run, and I feel like he kind of outgrew Impact a little bit for my liking. Yeah, I believe Ray said he has 2 to 3 years left. Wow, 2 to 3 years. I feel like that's a stretch. No, I mean, he still goes and he still serves. I hate saying serves a purpose, but I mean, it's still Ray. Like I said, there's a technical side of me of, could they let him win the tournament? If Seth's going to win anyway, could Ray win it and then do something about that? I don't know. I really don't know, guys. But 2 to 3 years, we'll see. Dom has to put him down, though. Dom's got to put him down. He's got to be thinking about that Spanish announce table. I see Andrade coming to the WWE very, very soon to be with Charlotte Flair. I think so, but I don't know what his contract status is. Like, are these days off going to be tacked on to the end of his contract? Is he just waiting it out? Is Tony like, I'll pay you to, like, is that what this is? Is that the case for Miro? Is that the case for Andrade? Just let him float off. I think Andrade needs somebody like Zelina Vega, but Zelina Vega's kind of busy. So if Andrade was to show up with Charlotte and they kind of present themselves as the king and queen, it could really work and it could really help get him over. The one thing about Andrade is he's outstanding in the ring, guys. He's not a slouch. He is talented in the ring. And his problem is connecting with the audience in North America. So Charlotte might help with that. Zelina Vega helped greatly. But we'll see. Andrade's just floating in the abyss. Ray has been doing stem cell repairing his body. Okay. Interesting. Gonna need new knees. Pause. Ray? Yeah. Or Andrade. I like Andrade. You gotta like Andrade. If you go back, there's some really good Andrade matches. And don't forget, he was an NXT champion. I thought him with Zelina Vega as a heater worked extremely well. So, I mean, that's what I would go for. That's what I would hope for. Now we're back to the action, by the way. I want to see Carlito versus Austin Theory for the United States Championship. Damian, I can second that motion. I like that. I mean, if you had Theory coming around shooting off, and then I spit in the face. He's such a big baby face at this point in his career, or at this point in life. I think that him coming out with an arrogant, heely Theory, it works. He gets to be a smartass. He'll get pops. He'll spit the apple. I think it works. Riddle's nudes were leaked on Twitter. Shut the fuck up. I guess that answers that riddle. Oh, fuck. Were they really? Is he done with the... Like, is he going to get shit canned? Is he going to get in trouble? I mean, Woods had his shit leaked. And he survived. He even made a joke about it. Oh, CJ. That's funny as shit. Now you got me looking. I got to find out. Matt Riddle trending in sports. Oh, that's too funny. He didn't lie. CJ on the spot, folks. Let's see what's up. What's the latest? By the way, the match still going. Xavier Woods in control. So could this potential Gunther versus Riddle, could this adversely affect Matt Riddle's career? He's had a checkered past already. Oh, Xavier with the DDT almost gets the pin. Pickle smooches. This is a decent match between the two men. Yeah, I'm enjoying this match. Dom won. Richard. Bastion, you sound good for a dead guy. Oh, huge back elbow. Oh, it's funny. I keep saying Bastion, but I understand what's happening now. Took me a second. What's up, Larry? Rhea still causing trouble at ringside. Just saw Matt Riddle swinging dick like a grandfather clock. And Mandy's the one that got fired. Okay. I mean, in his defense, like people like to clown, right? Like, they instantly, like, something is always an excuse for something else. They didn't know the man's grandfather clock was out there swinging, and he didn't actually put them behind a paywall and promote them, but they got leaked. So people, I mean, I'm not condoning it. I think he's fine. I think he's in trouble. Yeah, nobody's surprised. I'm waiting for what type, like, I'm waiting for the Hangover style pictures from our buddy Riddle. Like, you know what it's going to be like. You go through that role, you'll find some wish I didn't see that type pics. In an age of smartphones and cameras, I guarantee everyone has nudes on the internet. Thanks for bringing that up, Mark. No, I'm just kidding. I feel like we see Riddle nude every Monday. Pretty much. There you go. There you go. A handful of tights and a roll up. Sorry, we got distracted by naked Matt Riddle somehow. Fucking hell. Do you think Anna Jay versus Julia Hart will be good in a no-holds-barred match? No, I don't. No, I don't at all. Xavier misses the big elbow. And then, there you go. Mama gets the assist and the tight pull. And Dominic continues to garner a shit ton of heat. Larry's lying. He's got Polaroids. Come on, Larry. Come on. The ultimate heel, Tom Tom. It's crazy. This man is walking around and he can legit say, I am getting more heat than MJF. That's crazy. Larry's 7-0. Oh, Rollins Ballard live next. Folks, it is time. Do you mean Dum Dum? Oh, Dum Dum. Yeah, right? Like, fucking hell. Right? Why were you looking up naked Matt Riddle? It's a good question. Especially when he wears those tiny. Oh, fuck. Taya versus Jay should be no holds barred match. Would make 110% more sense. Yeah, but the problem is, I don't know. Like, I want to see Taya do well. I want to see her do something of substance, but they didn't do well in the first match. It was bad. There was some really bad moments in that match. So to revisit it, I hope they got some tricks up their sleeves. Damn, we have 30-minute slot for this match. Interesting. Are they going to, well, we know we're going to get about 25 minutes of commercials and promos and replays. That's a lot of time, though. Let's be optimistic. Let's be optimistic. Gum. We're just going to keep coming up with different mums. After about 7 commercials, 10-minute match. Ding. Exactly, CJ. Under Ruse sponsorship coming. Seth Rollins for the win. Going to be a banger. Yeah, I'm going to take Seth. We took Seth in the pre-show tonight. I'm going to stick it out. I'm going to keep Seth as my pick. I'm sure Nick is feeling the exact same way about it. Seth win and gets 4 sing-alongs tonight. A sing-along heavy night. Send the crowd home happy. That's how you go off the air. 12 minutes just for Seth's entrance. True story. Taya Valkyrie got suspended today by AEW, KJ Nick. All right, do tell. Did her nudes leak? I'd rather find those than fucking riddles. Give me Balor win. Let's get a surprise here. All right. You did go early, Boston, with that Finn Balor pick, so we'll see. You might be on to something, but I don't know. I got Seth. People would pay me to keep my clothes on. I feel you, brother. KJ, remember the Easter head from Night at the Museum? Dude, I thought that was 2 separate. Anyway, yes. Oh, gum. Yes, I got you. Ding. I was thinking about Easter. Never mind. Bubba Ray versus Riddle with RVD at WrestleMania 40 in Philly. Bubba Ray returns at Royal Rumble. I'd be all for Bully Ray to join the WWE for, I guess we'll call him Bubba, for one more kind of run like that. If you're heading towards Boston, and again, we talked about this, WWE is very good at marketing and very good at positioning. All right, we're going here. Let's line it up. So, yeah, I would imagine we're going to see some ECW alum and presence at that WrestleMania. Then again, if Vince has anything to do with it, he probably just fuck him. But, yeah, Bully Ray comeback would be cool. I like the idea of Riddle with RVD. I think that should be a thing now. He'd be like, man, my nudes leaked. He's like, mine too.
What?
Speaking of nudes.
Pause the fuck on that. Hold on. I was going to come back and say, speaking of marketing, and you're like, speaking of news, what? But we got
marketing news, same thing.
Backstage right now.
In 2023.
Let's not say we did. What? Yeah, see,
Sure.
pause on that. KJ, wrong Easter. Is there really a wrong Easter? If I get Reese's peanut butter eggs, is there a wrong Easter? If I get Cadbury caramel eggs, is there a wrong Easter? What?
No, not a wrong Easter. There's a funny story with Easter, Larry. I'll tell you one day.
They're fine. That's the bonus content. That's the only marks instead of the only stands, the only fans, the only marks that Cage is getting set up.
When we open the VIP section, I'll put it.
The membership or the Patreon or whatever.
Right.
Miz just looking in disapproval at Nakamura as we had Jinder showing up behind both of Indusher, Vera, Sega.
They give us heel Shinsuke working with Miz.
No, don't you do that. Don't you say that.
I got bad feelings.
It ruined Tommaso. Tommaso's on the shelf because of that.
You lost your match.
Sorry, no speak English. That's where I think we could go here with Nakamura.
Back to that old thing.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I'm very sorry for what I did to AJ Styles.
I just need 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
No, you're good. Next week, Shinsuke Nakamura, 1-on-1 with the Miz. Mano a mano. Oh, so next week we're getting Nakamura versus the Miz. So we didn't get a definitive answer, but we're gonna get next week. We're gonna get Nakamura versus the Miz, and honestly, Sonya and Chelsea is looking fine. Granted, Chelsea looking very much a little bit like 90s, Britney Spears. Well, meanwhile, Raquel and Liv out here looking like 90s UPS drivers. With all of this fucking turd brown. Liv with his jacket looking like she's skinned Sasquatch. What? Just wait, P. Diddy and Riddle will leak soon. Pause. Hello, my balls and I don't need that. Oh, it's just gender motherfucking hole. Yes, don't hinder the gender. You thought that was the old AOP manager. You thought that went from like you thought that was you can have that. Wow. I don't need to know that. I don't need to know that. Veer is coming. Pause. How good did we get that? How good did we get that failed promo? What? Now we have Greenville, aka the Karens. It's the complaint department. Yeah, we got a Ms. Casa or Ms. Ka. Why? They eaten in a 30-minute main event. What? Well, that's if they don't go over time and just still think that we had, what was it? Almost 25 minutes to start off the show before we even had ding, ding, bell ring. We're now just getting a replay of Brock decimating Cody Rhodes. So we've got Finn versus Seth as the main event to end Monday Night Raw. And we've right now got about 25 minutes before, if they end straight up at the top of the hour, we've got about 25 minutes left, and that's not including intros. That's literally hard time. Pause. I do really like this whole setup, though, between Brock and Cody. Of Brock Lesnar is just a terrifying human being. I feel like his fists are the size of my skull. Go up JD versus Nakamura in the future. Wait, what? I love Raw tonight. It's good, but OT's match was terrible. Shallow Jordan. The return of the Beast Brock Lesnar. Dude's already been here. Why? Yeah. As we've got Cody getting interviewed backstage, and Like you're cutting into your motherfucking time, man. Like really. Brock is terrorizing. No, that's Hunter. I do like what I saw you do there. Yeah, no, he's not out here like try, which if you know, you know. When JR tried to make try work to describe Triple H before Triple H.
Yeah.
But yeah, with terrorizing.
Not quite. But yeah,
Not
they're
quite.
eating into their time. Like, this is filler shit. Just get to the match and let Finn and Seth have a banger. Get there. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
This is gonna be me being a battle rap nerd. I feel like Goods here of this is what I think about when you rhyme and you're cutting into your motherfucking time.
71 likes, folks. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Right.
Rolling, 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 rolling.
And we need to keep rolling on to that 2K here. I know we're at like 1.75. I know I see enough people floating around that we could at least get to 1.76, 1.77, 78, and why. Wrestling for Life Network, hit them with that sledgehammer. No, because then we'll lose at WrestleMania, and then all the Smart Mark fans will think they know that we're getting buried and everything because Triple H holds grudges.
You hit him high, hit him high.
If I hit him high, hit him high, hit him high, and you hit him low, hit him low, hit him low.
I love Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes promo is great. I'm loving the storyline. I'm good with it. I know people are hating on it, but I'm good with it.
You're fine. Well, because just with us doing that right there, I just thought of total elimination.
What did he accept?
A fight with Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
But I think this is where you get Cody busted open.
Yeah, right. Now Cody takes his beating.
Oh, you thought there was,
and then SummerSlam
match during Dustin and Cody. I think if you get, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no. I was just acknowledging Gamer.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I feel like if you get a quote unquote fight between Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes, you're gonna get just as much, if not more, color.
Yeah, I think so. And that blonde hair just soaked. I mean, we're gonna get those Ric Flair vibes. Oh my God, we're going to another.
That super pale skin and that blonde hair of that color just shows up like a fucking piece of tissue paper.
But yeah, I think.
And we're going in a commercial break.
I do think this leads to SummerSlam, bro. That's what I'm getting the vibe of now.
Which leads to SummerSlam?
Cody and Brock. I mean, this. I think Night of Champions will be another rung on the ladder to eventually make it all the way to SummerSlam.
Do they even have a match at Night of Champions? But then again, it's halfway of it's Saudi, it's Cody, it's Brock. Like all of the pyro, all of the I remember Dusty Rhodes. I remember Brock Lesnar when he was out there with Paul Heyman. Christ, these people wanted Yokozuna.
Right.
So.
Official Cody and Brock at Night of Champion.
Touche then, Tabernacle.
Stomp Finn to the ground, Seth. We will take your predictions. We are on yet another commercial break, folks, but we will take your prediction on the upcoming main event. Who is going on for Raw to represent for the new title at Night of Champions?
Absolutely. Well, and that's the thing and that's a bit why I feel if they're burning a lot of storyline that they could use A through 3 hours and B, you've got all the way till Night of Champions. So now what? So now you need to build storyline between, say if it's Seth and say if it's just AJ, just for the sake of argument.
Shit.
And so now you need to build a story between two guys who are on two different brands all the way to Night of Champions. Like you're opening yourself up for easy pot shots of see the brand split's dead. See
Touche. Yeah. That's bad.
It's one of those.
Like,
It's just, but that's the thing that upsets, I guess, anyone that has more than two brain cells clacking together here. Of that, it's one of those. If you didn't have to go here, you chose to go here.
Yeah, fair enough. Because I thought, oh, okay, you got 2
Well,
weeks.
or did Hunter chose to go there, or did Vince choose to go there? That's where we get into the questions.
The situation feels very Vincey, but that we already established that's a very gigantic safety net for Mr. Triple H.
Well, sometimes, I mean, you got to take the net when you got there. Sometimes you got to
Okay.
drive to the lane when you got the open lane. Sometimes you don't need to sit there and Steph Curry it from the fucking logo for a three-pointer. Just drive to the goddamn lane.
I miss Balor's music. He needs to get out of Judgment Day. I do kind of miss his music. Yeah.
Well, do you miss his music, or do you just miss the kind of the smog and him just popping out out of nowhere? Right.
I like the crowd interaction. Like I said, that's my. I wish fans had more signs. I wish there was more sing-alongs. I wish there was more catchphrases. That's why LA Knight to me is Money in the Bank, because is golden. I know it sounds stupid, but you need more of that shit.
But is Io not the biggest babyface right now in the Raw women's division after last night? It's between her and I feel Zelina Vega.
Well, I mean, there is a slant to that, but Io put on a banger and she got herself, like, people genuinely wanted to see her.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you had people that were so upset, as we're getting
Gunther's debut.
Gunther's debut next week. And we're also getting Nakamura Skywalker
against the Miz.
Shinsuke Skywalker versus the Miz.
Gatekeeper Miz.
Week. Yeah, and we're either getting Raquel and Liv or Kai and Bailey versus the Complaint Department next week for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships.
Okay.
If anyone cared. I forgot my initial point after running through.
Do you feel like they're trying to build this? Like, I mean, they're going to defend the belts on Friday. They're going to defend them again on Monday. Like, are we getting a little bit?
They're trying to make someone care.
They drafted 2 tag teams, Nick. So now you have 5.
Alba Fire and
Isla
Jurassic Park are
amazing. Yes,
but they're the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, and no one knows why.
We don't know why they're champions or why the champions got drafted.
Both.
Well, I know why they're champions. They're champions because they're fucking amazing.
Right, but so why so many titles, my man?
That's a different argument altogether. There's so many titles. I mean, I agree. Like, part of me hopes that they have the belts and they dissolve them, or they become the SmackDown women's titles.
Right, but is it not funny that there are certain titles we don't want dissolved, there's certain titles we don't want split up, there's certain titles we do want split up, there's certain titles we do want dissolved. How about we just get to a clean fucking maybe top 5 of fucking titles and we just muddy out some of this bullshit here get back get back to brass tacks here.
Well, that's what I think they're trying to do, right? They can't do it all in one fell swoop.
Yeah, so let's add multiple more championships and another world championship. We're just trying to thin this out by adding
each show gets a world title. Each show gets a mid card. Each show gets I'm worried that each show is going to get a women's tag title, which I think is too much.
This spotlight moment, by the way, was set. It's brilliant. Still always 10 on 10.
Fuck a beat. I go a cappella.
Fuck up a doc, fuck a
no, too many F's, too many F's.
Hey, we're late into the video. We can get it.
We are 18 plus. Viewer discretion is advised. It was the second one.
Bad boy, what you want? What you got? That's what that sounded like. That every time I hear that. This episode of Cops was filmed on location.
Cage match, bull rope match. I think it might be.
Who let Tony Khan in the booking room? Or
if my theory,
either one.
If my theory comes true, I think it will be like Cody and Brock at SummerSlam in a Hell in a Cell or a cage or, last
now,
man
are we going to get the moment at Wembley to where you have Shad Khan and Tony Khan backstage and, and then Vince Russo pops in and everything like that after he defeats Shad Khan. And
wait, what?
We'll get there. And
Oh my
Vince
God.
never says, Shaw never told you about your father, did you? I feel like this is where this is going of I am your father, TK. When it comes to this booking.
Okay. Could Logan Paul cost Seth Rollins this match?
Please, God, no. In the words of Michael Scott, please,
If
God,
it happens,
why?
if it happens, I'm snipping this clip. Sticking with Balor, so I will not go undefeated tonight or on predictions, most likely. Interesting. Seth,
No,
though,
you
you
got
got
to go
company.
with Seth Franklin Rollins.
Seth. I got Seth. You got Seth. Dale's
Seth,
got Seth.
he's our man. If he can't win it, no one can.
Right. Hey, look. Hey. Now I know I'm not right.
Right. But so have
That
they
is
really
funny
picked
shit.
up at all on the commentary? I know we kind of mute out Kevin Patrick and, to spite, Corey Graves, but have they mentioned at all about this basically being the rematch of the Universal Championship? Like, I'm waiting for a buckle bomb spot here, honestly. If that could be towards the end of the match here, that could be the finish, because that's what theoretically cost Finn having a. Imagine in a what if universe if Finn had not gotten injured during the buckle bomb, and where we would have spun out on the WWE timeline from there.
Yeah, fair enough. Aleister Black's a good one, man. I got a few that play on my rotation. I even got Adam Cole's. They come on and in my shuffle. I like it.
Now, here's the question as I'm going to a Dunkin's commercial. Of course,
we got a corner bomb.
12 minutes left and to a corner shoulder tackle. But is it more new school themes or more old school themes?
You know what? Again, I think it's that maybe I'm just a sucker for. I think most of my faves are like those mid to late 90s, early 2000s.
You're of a vintage?
I think so. A lot of them, right? Like,
yeah, you remember when Vince licensed songs and didn't become a huge thing like when TK does?
Right.
Well, think about it. We had Ram Zombie, we had Kid Rock as theme songs.
Yeah.
We had Limp Bizkit, we had Creed
Motorhead,
for fucking video packages, Motorhead, all of that. And it wasn't a huge goddamn thing like it is now when TK licenses Wild Thing or he licenses Jane or anything like that, or Kansas.
Right. Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam in my hometown, Detroit, Michigan. I agree, KJ White and Big Nick. And we need Bobby Lashley versus Roman Reigns. I think this is what someone asked earlier who could challenge Roman. I think Bobby's a good show.
But does Bobby do it at Night of Champions or does it at SummerSlam?
Interesting.
Could you get to SummerSlam with you kind of do a hybrid, maybe a new Hurt Business, and you get Hurt Business versus Bloodline of you could get I think maybe going into Night of Champions you get OC versus Bloodline of we might get gang warfare a little bit on SmackDown, I feel.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, we've seen a good amount of factions be drafted. Obviously, one of the jokes of the recent draft was everybody getting picked in lumps.
Yeah, there's those. You still got the Lawo.
Yeah, and you got the OC over there now, so there's potential.
Yeah, it's gang warfare on Friday Night SmackDown.
What would you close Night of Champions with? Keep traditional of chance the woman last?
Or chance the woman last. No, end it with whoever is competing for the heavyweight championship. That's how you try and oversell and get that belt over.
Yeah.
Is you have whoever it is with how ugly you might feel that belt is, you have them there in the top turnbuckle, throwing up the belt as pyro's going off. That's your fucking shot. Right there you go.
Folks, thumbs up or thumbs down on the belt? The belt's all
right. If there was a mid option, I feel like that would be the biggest choice.
I like it. I wish they did something with. I wish the logo, like the W, wasn't like in this picture. It looks very chrome, right? Like it looks very silver. Like I wish that had a different vibe to it.
Yeah, so do I.
Jim Johnson,
as a whole.
Amen.
Yes, 100%. Man deserves to be in the WWE Hall of Fame, and it's a shame he isn't.
No, and I mean there was a lot of Sorry,
Go
Nick.
ahead.
There was a lot of good ones, right? Like you Slow Chemical, and then like even
That's
Triple H.
copyright. That's the thing. There was a lot of copyright before it became cool to copyright songs.
Right. No, but even like when the Triple H, the game version of Triple H, that music, I would play that over and over.
The Run DMC, look here, rock, look here, rock.
Those albums are ridiculous.
But that's the thing is, it used to be cool to go and buy a WWE CD, and that's just not us being old and old man yells at cloud here. But it actually, wrestling music used to be good.
Oh, the same move that just injured Finn just injured Seth. Interesting.
Wait, what?
Well, Finn's favoring his. Seth is favoring his arm. I just imagine it was.
I haven't seen a buckle bomb or anything because that was the one that famously injured Finn to where he separated his shoulder. I think that's the thing is, hey, guess what? Welcome to 2023 to where sometimes the wrestlers sell the moves and they actually do it pretty well.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like I find the audience so fickle.
Yeah, well, I was just getting a replay to where he kind of buckle bombed him onto the barricade and Seth sold like a fish out of water.
And we're starting to get so used to the non-selling. There's the bomb in the corner, dude.
I just got the replay, and now I've got I
got Seth up top.
I've got Finn with a Fujiwara armbar, but that's the thing is, it's like what happened with WrestleMania. It's even a bit of what happened with Backlash of wrestling. We're going back to that still a bit of a feel of the late 90s, early 2000s, and a lot of these fans at this point don't know how to actually get worked.
Mm-hmm. No, it's so funny because they get us. I mean, the good guys sell it. Damian Priest came out limping tonight.
Right?
I think if
the injury, bro. It's like how everybody had the rumors about Drew and then turns around and gets drafted.
Right.
Like they're not going to do that just because.
Right. 2-part question, Nick. 1, could we see Cody and Roman revisit themselves at SummerSlam?
Too soon.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, revisit themselves sounds a different type of way, but I get what you're saying. You muted yourself.
No, I know. Okay. Yeah, no, I agree I think it's too soon. I think they are going to stretch it out. I am concerned, kind of the other part of this question is it too far away? Is Mania too far away? I said Roman being champion until WrestleMania 39 was ridiculous, and it became true. I'm
still going to say this, though, as we do have
Finn bleeding
from Seth dumping Finn on the outside.
Is he bleeding? Or
Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns did not sell any tickets to WrestleMania. That was never built to be the draw. That was a happy little accident that they fell into. They did not put a full build behind that. They did not put a full backing behind that. Most tickets to WrestleMania were sold on the KO and Sammy Uso storyline, were sold on it being in Hollywood, was sold on it being WrestleMania, was sold on the potential of Roman versus Rock. So you take all the way to WrestleMania 40 to build and actually, it's giving them a lot of leeway, a lot of runway to work with. I'm giving you the chance to tell me what would be the story for Roman versus Cody WrestleMania 40.
Back and forth.
Step up Enziguri. Pele kick. I'm getting the replay. Is Finn bleeding? Well, I feel like you were trying to call that. I haven't. Well, this man's he's either bleeding or he's got the fucking reddest of lipstick ever.
Yeah, like what is with his lips?
It's not CoverGirl with how red her lips are right now. I know. This is Jared Leto versus Heath Ledger's Joker, I guess, right now.
There you go. But good match, back and forth, exchanging moves. I don't mind to see Sheamus win in the new championship. I don't think he's going to be in the mix, though. Finn to the top.
Superplex.
Ah! This
Well,
match
go
is
for the
great.
Falcon Arrow.
Up, up, up. Wow. Roll through. Falcon. Nope, not today. Wow. DDT.
Oh.
This match is phenomenal.
I was going to say, was Finn just doing a little mini ab workout there? It looked like he was just like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Just doing some crunches.
Got to make sure I show off that I have an 8-pack instead of a 6-pack.
Oh, there he is. Okay. Okay. I don't know if he's bleeding from the lip or not. It looks like he ate an orange on the way out. You get orange creamsicle.
Well, no. Oh, he's almost throwing the ref of the Brosif from
Okay, he is bleeding.
The Jersey Bro, the beat up fucking referee here.
Oh.
Shotgun drop
chucked the ref.
Yeah, no, Finn very much looks like he's either like just been eating raspberries or he just got he's got busted in the mouth here.
Uh-oh. Superplex. So
pedigree.
True.
Oh, one arm pedigree. Wow. 1, 2 count.
Wow.
Has Hunter pretty much passed on pretty much his moveset with a little bit of circumstance to Seth Rollins here?
Yeah, I think he's chucked over the pedigree a little bit.
You got the blessing from the Pope there to hit the pedigree, and kind of that's your new finisher.
Now, Seth's selling that arm hard. Great booking. There you go. Gamer feeling it.
But does this not fit of I've got to sell something of that's gonna give me a reason of why I'm not having matches for the next 2 to 3 weeks, etc.
Yeah.
Oh, Seth goes for the stop roll up. Oh, rolls through. Oh, that man just Draymond Green Finn Balor right in the face there of Joel Embiid there. Stop. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Right at the top of the hour, right at the final moment, Seth Rollins picks up the win over Finn Balor.
There you go. Happy birthday, A-Town.
You wait until the last minute. The last minute,
slip that in.
What? Just slipping that in. Happy birthday, my guy. There were 8 matches. I challenge you if there were 8 matches. Is that 8 commercial breaks? You made it through 8 commercial breaks?
Yeah, right?
That's going to be the badge of honor of how many commercial breaks did you make it through?
He stomped the front of his face.
But so we've got Seth Rollins taking on at Night of Champions either Bobby Lashley, Austin Theory, Sheamus, and I missed the rest of the SmackDown picks.
Mm-hmm.
But so Seth Rollins has already punched his ticket to Night of Champions. We don't need to build for the next 2 to 3 weeks plus on a story.
I'm torn between Edge and AJ Styles coming out of the other side, guys. AJ Styles is the better match. What's that?
Who I think it's going to be? Edge.
You think it's going to be Edge? Name value, Saudi?
Well, not only name value of you're getting the nostalgia pop because you're going back to Saudi. You've already had the feud built between Seth and Edge. That it did get kind of a payoff at Hell in a Cell, but you can always revisit it.
Yeah.
And you can build up the 13-time world champion going for probably the last run and the last year of his career, all of that it's where do you slot Edge in on SmackDown right now? The only other thing I would have thought of is if you did Roman versus Edge at Night of Champions.
Roman versus Edge at Night of Champions. That could work as well.
They never had an actual singles match because remember their match was with the triple threat with Bryan.
Yeah, that might be a decent box for Roman to check off.
It would be a double check there, but yeah, that I don't think that's a bad shout. Of would you rather see that versus AJ because that's the other super speculated one.
Mm-hmm. A couple other people have mentioned this as well, with the Edge never losing the big gold belt.
Well, yeah, he had to retire.
There you go. So Seth going over at Edge to get the new big gold belt. I could see it.
The knockoff gold belt. The
new
wish.com. Well, that is literally when you order Big Goldie from wish.com that's what the fuck you get.
Nick just can't find love.
I can't. You can have a lot of other shit. That's what I'm mad at.
You know, dude, I mean, but I think it looks all right. I really do, especially when it's on the shoulder. And
when's the last time you had an eye appointment, sir? I know you wear the glasses and everything.
Solid,
when's the
solid 2020
eye appointment? I know we're on the vitamins and everything.
The vitamins are maybe an excuse. I've been.
We're gonna start to do eye exams.
It wouldn't be the first thing I thought was prettier than it actually was.
You said it, not me.
AJ or Lashley could do the job for Seth. I don't think it's going to be
Lashley. Need to.
No,
but does AJ after he just came back? That's the thing.
That's why Edge might be the best fit.
Edge is in a terrible show of you built.
Yeah,
that's a lot of credibility going into that.
And a lot of angles, a lot of things for people to talk about and connect the dots and be like, you know what? He never gave up this big belt, but he's kind of passing the torch off to Seth. And yeah, it all fits. And in the name
at this point, Edge is taking a lot of L's. So, I mean, you can have that. So.
Yeah, but no one gives a shit what Edge is.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. He's taking L's and no one cares.
Yeah.
Because he's a vet.
Or the shock of all shocks, he wins it.
That's honestly, that's not a terrible shout either. If you get Edge on Monday Night Raw,
yeah, everybody thinks it's a done deal.
That's how you get Beth Phoenix versus Rhea Ripley. You get Edge versus Dominic Mysterio. What? Edge versus Damian Priest. What? Right. Edge versus Finn Balor. What?
9 out of 10, 7 out of 10. What is your rating? If you're new here, do you have a rating out of 10 for the show tonight? Don't be shy. Join us.
DJG. What? Cody Rhodes is nothing. I do not want to see Cody Rhodes. All right.
I do not want to see Cody Rhodes.
I will not have Cody Rhodes, Sam. I will not eat him.
Wait.
Eggs at him.
Cody Rhodes could beat Brock Lesnar clean. He has to cheat to finish the job. That was the interesting part of this, to kick Cody's ass. No, I think it's just the hard times. We keep talking about Cody's hard times.
It is hard,
and I think he's about to get a whooping.
Yeah, he going out here to the woodshed, baby. And you know, it's hard times out here when you're a YouTube channel and everything. So you need to hit that like, share, subscribe button. You need to be a friend, tell a friend. Because, you know, it's hard times out here, baby. Especially when you got Brock Lesnar suplexing you, baby.
Right.
And he's grabbing you by the neck and everything and saying, me, me, me. It's hard times out here.
Solid show. We got Trish. We got to see Trish Stratus, 100 out of 10. Okay, that seems reasonable.
That's one thing that was not missing tonight is Trish Stratus. Her shirt.
Becky's no longer missing. I'm a little sad.
I get what you're saying. Why you're not sad? Because we don't get to see the shirt.
Right.
But tell me that's not going to, you know, just put that on WWE ShopRightNow.com.
Yeah, no, I think it's beautiful. 8.5 out of 10. Trish gets an extra 0.5, I bet. I like it.
Oh, she got more than a 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, she got next. Yeah. Edge is in his swan song tour. Only makes sense to give him one more main event title match. I don't hate it. I actually think it fits very fucking well.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Well, then Boston, it's still real to me, damn it. The best fucking wrestling meme ever.
He got a bicycle.
Bicycle.
7 raspberries out of 10 under rules, I guess. All right, all right, all right.
I like how you said under ruse. Fucking Tony Stark. Under
Right?
ruse.
I guess. Cody Rhodes needs to win the new title. No. Bobby Lashley. Can we get Roman Reigns
No.
or Seth? No. DJ, I don't know. I don't know. Cody can't go anywhere near that belt. That's why.
No.
That's why he got a outright whoop tonight. So to get him a completely nobody's thinking about Cody in that belt right now. They're thinking about
But
terrifying Lesnar.
absolutely, but still, I'll say this as we're creeping up. We're past 3.5 hours now. Here we're
Yes.
creeping up on 3.25. Of what was your rating? How are you feeling? I'll ask the chat too as well. If you haven't done so already, give us your rating on Monday Night Raw. I almost said Friday Night SmackDown, but it was a really good Monday Night Raw for me. There was a chunk of lull, and I know we gave it shit because it took so long to get started, but it's one of those that once the shit got rolling, it was going.
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't even mind the opening. Like, I get what they were trying to do. It might not have been the flashiest openings. I probably would have just went right into the triple
A
threat.
half hour with no wrestling.
Yeah, but that's every Monday. Like that's every Monday almost without like that is
Do better, be better.
well, I mean, you're gonna get the storyline, you're gonna get the pipe up promo. You sent Cody out in Jacksonville. Yeah, I mean, I was okay with it. I wasn't bored with the segment. It just it wasn't the flashiest of starts, but the two triple threat matches were good. There was a lot of good stuff here. Dana Brooke wasn't one of them.
Or Natalia.
Natalia, I'm not really thrilled that Natalia's coming out to like again. To me, Rhea's past beating the Natalias of the world. Let's go somewhere else with this.
But has she really defended that title that much though?
Fair enough. So as far as just a speed bump in the road, I'm okay with it.
Well, yeah, a plastic bump in the road.
I think tonight, fuck. I was gonna go 7.5. I'll go 8. I'll give it a bonus. I'll go 8 Stratisfactions out of 10 CN Towers.
Wait, what? Hold on that second part. I was like, 8 Stratisfactions out of 10 thumbs up. What? And you're just throwing out towers and everything. What?
Mm-hmm. Knights 5 over Edmonton in the third, 5-1. Yeah, I got that on now. So Vegas kind of doing what Seattle did last night.
Well, people were letting me know what's going on with the Miami New York game, but
right.
So you weren't a super fan of tonight.
I really liked tonight. I'll give it credit. I enjoyed it. People are going to call me a mark, but I really enjoyed tonight overall. I'll take a couple marks off for some of the segments I didn't love, but from start to finish, the segments with Sammy and KO, the matches, overall, I'll give it an 8.
Oh, okay. I'll agree with you. No, it's one of those of I can't be out here of championing of this and that, and like how you were defending the championship tournament and everything. I was out here defending of, well, give Dana Brooke a chance, of give Natalia a chance, or with like Zoe Stark and everything.
Zoe was good.
At least they were dipping their toes into here's some new talent. Here's something new on this show. We're treating this like, even though there's nothing really changed up outside of who they decide to throw on camera, that it feels like a new show. At least it feels like they're putting a bit of effort. And Finn versus Seth was a good match. The 2 triple threat matches were good. The best moment to me of tonight was Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. And let's not overlook that. That was outstanding. And I know people don't want to see this rivalry, but I'm intrigued. I'm pulled in. That was good. You go tell Brocky you didn't like his segment.
Well, that's one thing is it's you're starting to see them build more towards like future storylines of, we've already got Nakamura versus Miz set up for next week. We've already got this match set up for next week. It was the longest time of we'd be showing up for the show and be like
I don't know.
All right, cool. We're 5 minutes before we go live at the start of the show, and we don't know what's happening.
All right. This one was, where was it? I had one up for you. This one was for you for sure.
You're
We got to
dragging
get
on.
it in.
Jack is going to be a banger tomorrow. Yes, you need to do it. You need to be a friend. You need to tell a friend. You need to like, share, subscribe. Yes, you need to do it. Put that like button down. Put that subscribe thing down. Yeah, do it. Do it. Listen to me.
Things are getting better. I agree. I agree with Gamer on this one, just because I think it's the process. Everybody wants the instant gratification, right? You can, Google anything at this point and have the answer to everything right away. And I think people get very impatient. I think there are some bumps and things I don't agree with. But for me, I don't like the 2 triple threat matches and using SmackDown, but they did it. So instead of bitching about it, let's see if they can do it well. Tonight, they did it well. 2 triple threats were both good matches. The final was a good match. So if they give us 3 bangers on a 2-hour show next on Friday, I'm good with it.
Well, it's one of those of you can't change it, so you might as well at least accept it and try and see if they can at least pull something out of it.
Yeah. Instead of hate watching, enjoy it. It was good.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Damn you. I was going to say, speaking of hate watching, Warriors 50, Lakers 49 at halftime. Let's go, Lakers.
Turtleneck.
Am I not turtle enough for the Turtle Club?
Right, Turtle. I'm totally agree. I totally agree. The Lesnar spot was the best I've seen him. It's been a minute, again, because he's been kind of playful and the baby face-ish, and then he kind of came up with the trench coat. We're like, where's this going with Brock? This is different. That's
the best
I your head.
I would say since like Goldberg, Seth Rollins, Brock, to where he was just, it was openly out there in the public of he just showed up for a fucking payday of I will wreck shop and leave.
Yeah.
This was Brock of I wasn't joking of I'm a grown adult of 34 years of age. I am terrified of Brock Lesnar. If he fucking showed up at my door right now, I would just take whatever you want, sir.
No,
I'm not even going to try and fight back. You can have that. Not even what I'm mad at.
What happens if LA Knight wins the championship belt? Unfortunately, he's not included, Jordan, so that's not an option right now.
What will happen? Everyone will get along. We'll just coexist as one species of human being because there's not a Rudy's blue chance in hell. There's not a snowball chance in hell that's happening, unfortunately.
No, that was really intense, good, believable Lesnar. Like, even looking at the camera saying, like, look at my face. You're like, Jesus Christ, all right.
Look at me.
Now, last but not least tonight, folks, I want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you check out all our links. Us 2 crazy guys that just love bringing you all the wrestling action. But Damien's got a thought here as far as, let's see, NXT will be Dynamite again, or be better than Dynamite this week. Let's see if the steel cage match between Jon Moxley and Omega is going to be good. So with that sentiment and that thought, we will be back tomorrow. Dynamite, we get Ilya, we get who did we just say he's taking on? Dijak, your buddy.
Yeah, Dijak, yeah, do it.
Of course, Dynamite. Be here. Of course, Dynamite on Wednesday. We do have a steel cage match with Kenny. We're back for Impact. We're back on Friday for SmackDown and maybe Rampage. We don't know anymore. But Nick, this was a good Monday, a good start to the week, coming off a good pay-per-view.
Oh, absolutely. And I don't think I can wrap that up any better. So I'll just end it with, if you know, our shit is real, our shit is raw. No, go ahead. Go. I thought you were saying that you were waving up.
No, that was it. I couldn't hear you.
To go home.
Like, I caused the foul. No, that's it, folks. I fucked up the whole spit, but check out all the, I didn't mean to stop you. It's so funny. But yeah, this is a good one. So check out all the links and Nick, back to you.
No, 100%, folks. If you don't know, now you know. Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you talk about the wrestling, you're going to put that forward life with it. Peace.
See you on the flip side, folks. Back tomorrow for NXT. Good night. Love this guy.